Yes, sir. Welcome to the Red Cup tonight, baby. We got these referees on here tonight. My main man, Poncho. My main man, he the one put this together with these refs, man. We got bullshit ass Will. One of the refs down.
Will down here.
My man Coco. J-Ball, Turner. My man Slick Rick over there been in the game for a while.
Yes, indeed. 23 years.
As usual, Charlie Moe.
I'm back. My draft was messed up, but I'm good.
Yeah. So we just came, man, we just want to talk about these refs, man, the stuff they go through in these local summer leagues, and, you know what I'm saying, our guys don't understand, they taking their time out, man, to come and just make shit happen for us, you know what I'm saying, and being consistent on showing up on time, and, you know what I'm saying, and dealing with all the egos, the players, man, the fans, just yelling at them, call them this, call them that, and all that. So I'm going to start off, my man Poncho been doing it for years. Been knowing him since a kid, man, you know what I'm saying, and when I started seeing them ref, I always tell them right now in the day, nigga, you got to start referencing more shit because you one of the best out here, if not the best. You know what I'm saying? Because he know his shit. He in shape all the time, little 95-pound ass nigga, man. My man out with Scrapper though, man. But Ponch, tell him, man, your history of just referencing in local summer leagues, man. Just let them know the shit y'all go through with this shit, man.
Well, I've been officiating now for, I guess, about 19 years, going on about 20 years now in the area, in and out of the metropolitan area.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the street ball thing is concerned, I really like officiating street ball because it's a different skill set that comes along with it. Mm-hmm. But I think that one of the things that and you jump right into it because I know this is a non-bullshit thing. Oh, for the record, my Red Cup is fucking water.
Oh, everybody knows.
No, I'm just talking about my Red Cup is water.
Mine, motherfucker.
We're not gonna worry about that.
Mine.
But so that everybody know the gist of this thing. I'm one of the only officials that officiated down the farm. That made a carry call on the dude, and right behind the carry call gave him a tech right off the break, and that was this dude right here. Yeah, he was pissed. He was pissed off about it because you know trouble give you the good bop bop. Hold the ball, turn the ball over, bop bop, you know, before you get a teardrop. Okay, I get that. Off his second bop, I come right in, bing, with the carry. He turned and looked and say, Poncho, what the fuck? Bop, right here, right off the break. It wasn't a favorite move for anybody, you know. Emma was like, what the fuck he just do? I gave him a goddamn tech. But what it was designed to establish the control factor, not of the game, but just that, you know, this ain't rec ball. If you just got to want a pickup game, then, you know, you don't need a ref for that. Mm-hmm. But I'm here, I need to enforce the rules. Yeah. And so, you know, it's just letting everybody know, I know Bone, I know his work, but I seen it as a carry, I made the call, and then we went on, and he probably had about 60 that day, but he didn't carry that motherfucker no more.
You made a
his bop was a lot quicker than what it was. It wasn't so pronounced that I could see his thumb go from, 9 to 3, 9 to 12 to 3.
Be like the youngest that day, just carry all day.
Yeah, you let him know if I'm calling on him, I'm definitely going to call on you.
The bums at the end of the bench ain't got a snowball chance at him and get none of that. You know what I'm saying? But I think I want to really go into this because, you know, oftentimes the officials are always the ones that get the brink of the bullshit. You know, we're the ones that, we the bitch motherfuckers, you know, you the one you want to spit on us, you want to fake like you're going to throw the ball at us and all that. But, you know, we the overseers of the game. So I want to ask you a question. Real simple. Why is paying refs, and this is to most of the ball players out there that think they like that, and even some of the league commissioners, why is paying the refs the first call-saving move in local tournaments and leagues?
Shit, because you got to have these motherfucking refs control this.
No, but I'm saying, why is paying the refs the first cost-saving move? Because whenever somebody put a tournament together, the first thing they want to do is say, what's the cheapest we can get some refs for? So as Rick was telling me earlier, you want the cheapest rate, but you want the best goddamn officials.
That don't work. That don't work.
You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
So what you pay. And you can't expect extra shit from the refs that's out there just doing what they do.
But I think one thing you could deal with kind of is like, what should a ref get paid? Because a lot of guys don't know. Because when people hear $35, $40 a game, they translate that to a job where it's $40 an hour, and I don't make that.
Right.
so they don't see the value in that. So you know what I'm saying? People don't know what refs make. Like they, you know what I mean? So
watch this. In the regular league, even high school, $30 a damn game is an elementary school game for the average ref out there.
Yes, it is.
That's an elementary school game, and watch this. That's one damn ref for the most part in the elementary school game, monitoring, managing that piece. So then when you start going up to the middle school and the high school level and all that, we talking about $75, $80 a damn game sometimes in high school ball. You know, so hey man, your $30. Running time, okay, we get it, but the rules don't change because you decide to run the damn clock. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, it's not really about the money. It's about us being professional and doing what we do and actually overseeing the game and the product of the game because it's a game that we all love. So,
but to piggyback on what you just said, which I totally agree with, the money factor as far as like the amount of money. But then it's a flip side to it also. Because then you ref in adult leagues, like you said, running time. Well, I think older guys shouldn't worry about the refs as far as like, oh, he missed that call, he fucked that call up. Y'all, it's like I told Poncho when we talking before the show. It's like a nigga ain't give you ball.
yeah.
Just wasn't hoop.
Yeah.
And then there's guys that have been going through this shit for years consistently. So my thing is, you bring me some better refs that you think is better than the rest we got, and then we go from there. My whole thing is these dudes are taking their time, showing up consistently at a certain time where they could be doing something else. Making our shit, you know what I'm saying, a little organized and official. Because we can't do the games without the refs.
That's true. And the other thing is, most leagues want to just, you know, you think you're good with 2 officials. Man, look here, man.
League 3.
The game is so, you guys are so skilled and so crafty. And the speed level out there is so phenomenal that 2 officials is not going to do it for the level of competitive spirit that they bring, that these players are bringing.
Poncho, Watch League, we had 3, but Will and Frank ran my 3rd ref away.
They ran.
They told him to come up. He called me and said, Will and Frank told him don't come no more.
Poncho looked at
We'll talk about that later on.
Damn, Will.
So they told him, don't come back. You ain't ready for this.
Well, let me tell you why, and I think you know, you will and Vignam could chime in on it. But the reason why is that if you got 3 refs, the primary coverage area for the official with 3 refs decreases, and because the primary area of coverage decreases, that official is more focused on the area, he can see more. But if you only got 2, then that primary coverage expands. And if it expands, man, I can't see you out the peripheral, him holding you here, keeping you from going.
I just told
can't
you
see.
they ran my 3rd ref away.
Well, that's a problem. You know, in adult ball, in adult ball, man, you need 3 officials.
In adult league, there should never be less than 3 officials out there in that floor.
Yeah.
I just told y'all,
Will
and Frank ran my 3rd. I had no clue. Dude called me and said, man, damn, I was just trying to, you know, like, damn, I said, what happened? Well, they told me, who was they?
So the question is to ask Will, why you run the 3rd man?
That's a good question, Poncho.
We'll get agreed.
We talking.
Yeah.
First of all, I actually didn't run him away.
Yeah, you did.
Let me talk, Kurt. Let me talk. He don't know 3-man. That's
Teach
one.
him.
That's I tried. He don't listen. That's one. Wait a minute, Kurt. Wait a minute.
Did you say somebody listen? Did you say somebody listen? Now I got to whistle right, motherfucker. I go. So
Kurt,
I got to
our
whistle
first game.
That's why
I'm not gonna put him on blast.
Can I make my call? I'll do the whistle. Can I make my call?
Kurt, was that an intentional? Was that an intentional call? Go ahead. What is that?
Block. That's a block.
Take the ball on the side. That's what we doing.
I ain't know you go all sides of what.
There you go. I can wait.
Okay.
Hey, Coco, I got this bitch.
Now, I don't know if y'all want to put his name out there. I'm not gonna do that.
Kurt
do all
No, we ain't gonna do that. But the man wanted to
He
learn.
didn't know 3-man. We had
Yeah,
our first game down there.
Teach
with
him.
Big Jeff. He called a
Teach
foul at half court. He didn't know who the foul was on. I went over and asked him who the foul on. Then you know how Miles is. Miles giving the mic all loud. Who the foul on such and such? Who the foul on? Then he do like this. I said, okay, what you got? Then he do like this. I said, what you got? I know what it should have been. It should have been a charge. He called a push. Who the push on? So we finally got it right. No problem. He don't know the 3-man rotation.
Teach him.
I was trying to teach him. He don't listen.
That's what I'm
Kurt,
saying.
you're not out there, Kurt. I don't rep with him other places. He don't listen. I tried to get him. We went out to Pennsylvania. I tried to get him to come on the court with us.
TMI, man.
He don't want to listen. Kurt, I used to be that way when I was coming up.
You still that way?
No.
Well, don't do that.
I'm not.
Speak
Kurt,
facts to this motherfucker. You
Kurt,
still
I
that
wouldn't
way.
make the level of basketball that I. Y'all can looking at me at Watts.
No.
You got to come look at me at high school when I was in college. It's a
no.
whole different.
See, that's why you take it the wrong
purpose.
way.
No.
When you out there at your craft, you supposed to be looked at.
I do my craft.
You at.
Like something I don't see. I'm looking at like he just said. I'm looking at a certain area. Something happened right here. I can't see it. If my other partner don't blow it, what you want me to do? Everybody jumps on me. Wheel this, wheel that. I didn't see it. What y'all want me to do?
You don't have no peripheral vision?
It's not that. If I got a matchup in front of me in the post.
He too fucking lazy
No, I'm not lazy.
to get to certain spots to try to see shit.
No.
And what he do is he
That ain't what I'm saying.
Spend too much time talking to motherfuckers saying why you ain't call it, and then you miss one right there because you so busy explaining yourself. Don't explain yourself.
Yeah.
But get your ass up and down that court so a motherfucker know that you trying to go in this motherfucker and make the right call.
Now I agree with you with that. I'm not talking about me not getting out of the corner. I'm talking about like say I'm on the end line. I got a post, a match. I got 2 players here. He don't have to have the basketball, but I still have to referee these 2 guys.
Yeah.
If I turn away, what if he put him down on the ground? I look here on the ground. I don't know how he got there. He could have failed. I don't know if he got caught. I don't have that third.
If you saw that shit, you ain't call it.
No. I will call it. Come on, Kurt. You know I don't do that, Kurt. I don't referee like that. A foul is a foul. I know what's a foul, what's not a foul. Some of this stuff down there, these guys get bumped. In high school, we don't make those calls. These guys think every time somebody do this to you, that's a foul. That's not a foul every time. Kurt, you play ball. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If I go up, we hit body to body, we go straight, you make a layup, we gonna keep playing basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay?
I definitely
These
do that.
guys think, hey, that's a foul. They get the hard and screaming. I ignore it.
Speaking about playing ball, you got another referee right next to
Yeah,
you
you
called
too.
Turner.
J-Ball.
That's my
That
man.
played big time D1 at St. Louis, and he's looking at it from no blue, both angles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He played it, now he's reffing it.
Mm-hmm.
So do you look at things a little different coming from that experience that you had playing basketball now refereeing?
I don't say I
He
look at
get
it.
my
I don't say I
referee
look at
blues
it.
in the
I don't-
court.
I don't
No,
say-
no,
I don't think I look at it differently.
but you
But
understand.
I understand that just like I say,
certain
and I even coach. I coached 10 years up
Yeah,
there.
I know
So
that, yeah.
I get the coaching, the playing, and the refereeing. So I let the game play. I know how we play the game. Kids might cry, but well, that's foul. No, you gotta play through that. That little ticky tack, I'm not giving you that.
Right.
But my thing is, a foul is a foul.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now, so my thing is, if you're gonna be consistent, be consistent.
Yeah.
That's when if you're gonna call a foul on this end,
Call that
and then that
motherfucker.
same foul
And you
happen
let that
on this
motherfucker
end, and you don't call it, then you're not officiating that game the way you're supposed to officiate a game.
My man.
My thing is be consistent. That's what I try to do every time I ref. I'm gonna be consistent. You ain't gonna say, well, you called on this and no. This what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
And that's a collaboration between the officials that happens during your pre-game discussion. You know, how you going to call the game. Hey, look, if I get this down on this end, if we make this call here, make a concerted effort that if it occurs on this other end, somebody get in there and get it, man, so we don't show any parity in it. I mean, but most calls are made based off of advantage and disadvantage. You know, so when we talking about that little knick-knack, that tic-tac foul, it's advantage, disadvantage. And, you know, it's the equivalent of, like, everybody wants to say to the ref, get his hand off of him. I hear coaches say it all the time. Get his hand off of him. Get his hand off of him. You want me to make this call to get his hand off him, but damn it, you don't want me to call that carry that he just went this crossover carry from here to over there to gain an additional 2 feet beyond this man. You don't want that carry call because now I'm taking away from the game.
Well, let me
But that's advantage, disadvantage. So if you don't want me to call, if you want me to call the hand checking, then I'm gonna come back and call that damn carry because that's an advantage that's gained as well. So that's just blatant rules.
Somebody once told me down Ocean City, and I did a tournament on there, CT's ref at. One of the refs said to me, the worst thing you can say, not disrespectful, like is to tell a ref call it both ways.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the worst thing? Is that the how y'all feel about that?
I don't listen to stuff that coaches say out their mouth because coaches just be talking. If you listen to what a coach say, you in trouble. Now, when I answer a question, yes, when I did college ball, I learned a whole lot about managing the game. High school, you learn something, but not when you do that college level basketball, you learn about managing the game. I learned so much how to deal with coaches. If a coach asks you a question, if you're not all up loud and disrespectful, I step back and say, "Oh, coach, that's it. Calm down. I'm going to put my hand in his face because you're supposed to do this, but keep your hand down. I'm going to answer your question. Because if you don't answer his question, what's going to happen? He's going to get louder and louder. Now, someone had to come behind that technical foul, which I try not to put into games because technical foul put to make the game better, not hurt the game. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if a lot of officials know that. I know these guys know that. Technical fouls are to make the game better, not to hurt the game.
So why you don't call no tax?
Kurt, this is outside basketball. Kurt, I've been doing.
That's the whole thing about it. No, that's the whole thing about it. You still at your craft though. You still want to be good at what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So you can't take it for granted.
But when I called technical foul over there, you got mad at me.
No. Because, no. I did that because no, I'm gonna tell you why. Because to me, outside looking in, I done seen players go at you the same way he did.
But he was teasing my face. You go right here.
They stay in your face. But you never called a check.
But I called it for a reason, though. I called a foul in the backcourt.
You
got grabbed intentionally like this.
That's fine. But
I called a foul. They got mad. He said, "What
you said?" You said I got mad at you for that.
No, I didn't. You did. You came to the court and said something.
I'm explaining why I did. Because of the simple fact that you got to be consistent with it. You can't let him get away with it. And then the next motherfucker do it. They go, "Man, you ain't give me no check."
Okay.
Woo woo. See what I'm saying? When you off the break, like Poncho said, boom. That'll settle a lot of that bullshit that you go through with these motherfuckers. When you just say boom, I ain't playing that bullshit today.
Yeah. But
boom.
And I agree with you. And we don't do that. Me and my partner, we don't do that. We don't do that. We take a lot of grief.
I think that's something. This motherfucker right here.
Oh, he gonna tell you up.
Love him as a person, love him as a ref too. But this motherfucker right here, he gonna call that motherfucker check.
I ref with him. I know what he gonna do.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't waste no time. Rick gonna call that motherfucker too.
Yeah.
They can give you some boom, boom, but then you keep on that bullshit. Boom.
I want to piggyback what you said though. When I step on that court, I don't care if they're 6-year-olds up to the grown men, whether it's little elementary or men's ball. To me, I'm being paid to do my job.
Exactly.
Those 6-year-old kids, those little kids, they care about whether or not they win or losing as much as the men do. And so I don't take off just because they're little. Or I don't take off because I may be doing a 50 and over league, whatever. You think, oh, they 50, and I'm just going to go out here and collect this little $25. I ain't going to run the floor because
you never know who's watching you.
You never know who's watching you.
Boom. Thank you, Rick.
And the bottom line is, we're being paid to do our job.
Exactly.
Do your job to the best of your ability. Run the floor, get in the position, and make the best call that you can make. I'm never going to question another official's calling. Your call is a call, and a lot of calls are based on positioning.
Well,
you may have saw the block, I may thought it was a charge.
I'm going to say something about that, and that's the one thing that sometimes throws again. A lot of times you have 2-man refs set up, and you don't make a call. You make the call, and then the player say what happened, and you point at him and say he made the call. That shows division.
Let me say this.
That shows division, and the players play right in between that space.
And you know what? You know what I do on a regular basis? Because I've officiated games and had coaches say, "Hey man, you doing all right, man, but your partner, you know what I do to that coach?" I say, "Hey man, we a team."
Yes,
so whatever he do, I'm part of that.
A lot of coaches don't do that.
I'm gonna sit you down. But I think on the tech thing is, see, players get selective amnesia.
Yep.
So here's my thing. You're right. Managing this game is critical, and the tech should be used to actually bring the game back into some form of manageability. But what I'm gonna do is, I'll take your ass in the first 2-3 minutes with that craziness. Guess what you gonna do?
Because next one you out.
Now watch this. You gonna forget about that tech the second half 3 minutes to go, and you really need it, and then you're going to say something stupid, and then I ain't going to give it to you. My partner going to give it to you because you said something stupid. Now you're out the game because that's your second tech. See, you forgot about that first one that somebody used to control it. And we ain't trying to use text, man, as a way to dominate you. But we saying, look here, respect this game. When your behavior is unbecoming of the sport, the hell with the rest of that, your behavior is actually unbecoming of the sport. And so stay within those parameters and we're going to be all right.
I got a question for you. Say you miss one.
I ain't never missed a call.
Go ahead with that.
Hey, let me say it again. I ain't never missed a call. You know why I ain't never missed a call? Because to say that I missed it meant that I saw it. Yeah. I didn't see it.
Right,
don't tell me I missed nothing. And then don't give me this shit. Man, you owe me one.
Nah.
Well, you know some refs that come back and tell you that.
Yeah, they say, okay, that's on this.
Some refs come out and say,
let me say my question.
I missed it, my bad.
Let me give me. But I'm not gonna give that commentary.
No, let me give you my scenario. You missed one. You missed one. You know you missed it. Coach ain't showing you up enough. Look how you looking at me right now.
Yeah.
I know you missed it. You know you missed it. All right.
So in essence, you go.
No, it's just like.
But watch this. I can blow the whistle.
Human.
I can blow. Watch this. Don't see. We're not gonna put it on that. I can blow the whistle every time down the court. Something happens.
That's my point.
So at the end of the day, if I saw something like, damn, maybe my whistle was delayed. It wasn't that I just missed. Like, oh shit, it was delayed. Damn. But I'm not gonna interrupt it now. But I can come down and, like I said, that little carry. Is there ways to make?
But you jumping off. I said you missed it.
What did I miss?
You missed a call.
I didn't miss it. I either saw it and didn't call it, or I didn't see it.
No. You missed a call. Look at my scenario.
How did
you
I miss
missed
it?
a call. Bad call. You missed it. You human, right?
So I saw the call.
Your
and I didn't
grade
make
ain't 100% every time you leave off the referee floor, off the basketball floor, right?
All I'm saying is,
I missed it.
Define
but the ref not. The coach not showing up. He said, "Damn, Poncho, you missed that one." Man.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
But I'm to jump up on you and be like, "Damn, coach, you missed that shit." Are you looking at that other coach that told you like this that you missed it in a subtle way? Different.
But it's another thing, though. I push back.
You ain't answer.
But I push.
I
push back. I push back. But nobody comes to see, and this is league commission. Nobody comes to see 30 free throws a game.
Right.
Nobody wants to see that. So it's a lot of calls that maybe they should make. But this ain't LeBron James. Like, we don't come to see 50 free throws. You know what I'm saying? I don't run a league. He don't run a league for a free throw contest.
But does that allow motherfuckers to know that and say, I'm just fouling this motherfuckers?
Well, no, but there's a balance with that, though. It's not letting everything go, and it's not calling everything. There's a balance there that allows the guys to still play basketball. But to say I'm going to make every call, and then guess what? After that, the clock running. But you done shot 30 free throws. That's why the clock running.
Yeah.
Free throws.
I think that, I know, like I said, though, and like me and Poncho was talking before the show, to me, this is my opinion, I think when you get with that whistle and just start just letting motherfuckers tech, I think that stops a lot of bullshit. Oh, you tech, motherfucker, and then you out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to enforce that shit with motherfuckers. Let them know, like, look, I ain't going for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get in my face talking that bullshit. You're not gonna be calling me on names. Boom, boom. Look, I'm gonna give you as a tech. Next one, you out. Bottom line, I think that actually starts the whole situation as far as being respected and the crowd getting involved, like getting caught up in the game. Like the other night, you might think I'm picking on you, Will, but I really am. I really am. The game the other night.
No disrespect?
No disrespect at all. You have somebody going to the show. Thank you. No disrespect. That Drew and Sam Balder's game. Just me, just as a fan watching the game, you got caught up in that game watching instead of worrying about making the right call.
What call did I not make?
I'm going to tell you. Sam Ball, they was doing it.
Sam Ball was getting whooped.
No, Sam Ball won that game. See, that's why you don't. Listen, Sam Ball's gonna beat you. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Your mind's somewhere else right now. Sam Ball's beat you. Now you can say, yeah, okay. That's my. I'm glad you said that because now
I don't remember who won the game. They won the game.
But what I'm telling you is, you got caught up in that game when Drew lost. When Sam went up 9 for like 5 months ago, and Super Boo went on his month. He was cooking. You got caught up in the game.
And they was grabbing the hell out of Boo.
In the process of them grabbing Boo, Drew and them was pressing the whole, that little last 5 minutes, they was fucking them guards up full court. You ain't make not one call. Niggas getting their shit, boom, boom. Then Boo got that bitch one time and do the Euro step, the motherfucker did like this. And you called it and one that tied the game up. What I'm saying is I think you got caught up in the game, watching the game instead of watching the other shit. They were fucking Sam guards up on the full court. Every time a team's trying to fight to come back, that don't mean it's right for them to foul a motherfucker and you're not calling. I think you got caught up in the game because they was balling. And I said to them, I said, you know what? I said, they ain't gonna call no fouls on them. Drew and them trying to foul. They was trying to foul on purpose, and they were. And y'all ain't make not one call. And they got that steal and gave the Super Bowl. He went to the rack, and that motherfucker did boom. And you called an and one. I just turned my back. I'm like, oh my! I said that shit. I said they gonna fuck this game up from watching the game. So what I'm saying is, I know you love the game. You get to watching the boom boom, but when you take the ref serious, you take your enjoying the game.
Yeah.
You don't mix that with your craft, what you're doing, and you don't do it even. You don't do it even. But what I'm saying, you get caught up with it. You get to talking to the crowd. Fuck the crowd. You come do your job. Like Rick said, I don't give a fuck how old you. I come do my job because you just never know who's watching you. I tell kids today, when you out there hooping, you don't know who's watching you to get you to the next level. Mm-hmm. Don't look at these leagues like they bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you made a statement, yes. And then once again, I am picking on Will tonight. I'm gonna keep it real. You made a statement the other day. See, you don't think I be hearing shit? I be right listening to all that shit. I'm down here. I ain't got nothing to prove down here. We down, nigga. You do. You got that referee shirt on, and you getting a couple hours for it. You gotta make yourself look like you want to fucking get better at this shit. Don't make statements like that out in the public because like Coach Rob's like, what the fuck you mean? I'm paying you. Fuck you mean by you coming this Watts? I don't take this shit serious. That's bullshit to me. Cause you letting all the teams know like, oh shit, well shit, we don't need to be playing this motherfucker then. Y'all need to get somebody else. You get what I'm saying?
It can be perceived that you're not concerned about it. But it goes back to what Rick said, is that whether we're officiating some 6 and unders or a 50 and over, the rules of basketball really don't change that much. The primary fundamental foundational rules don't really change. And like he said, a foul is a foul. Yeah. Now, I will make a decision whether or not that foul was an advantage foul that caused you to miss this shot, or versus you really just threw the ball up.
And that's what I was.
So I feel what you saying.
And that's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at.
It's not necessarily missing anything. It's actually managing the game because no, you didn't even really try to. You just threw the ball up and was hoping that I bailed you out.
Right.
And so we tell people all the time, and I tell you this. And I'm going. I got to get this while I'm thinking about it because when you all were doing it, Vaughn Jones said something on the show here. Y'all had the coaches on it. Vaughn said, "Hey Poncho, every game that you officiate with my boys on my team, why do you always bring all the teams out to the center of the court at the beginning of the game?"
Sure do.
Yeah, I do it for every team if I officiate. You know why?
That's a good thing.
Here's the thing: most coaches used to send out a captain. They say, "Hey, give me a captain. Give me a captain."
He don't relate to
you send the captain out. We get a captain instructions.
He don't
watch it.
land the
I sit back and watch him. He don't go to the coach. He don't go to the players. Very few of them say anything. So then now, when we sit and say, "Hey, points of emphasis, excessive swinging of the elbow is a problem. Catch it, bop, turn. You get to doing this and that with it." hey man, based off of my subjectivity, that's a violation, excessive swing of the elbow. I can award the other team the ball spot right there because you're doing too much with the swing of the elbow. I told him that, but he didn't tell you. So now all of a sudden you're cussing about it, and then you get attacked and you're trying to figure out why you got attacked. Well, you said the captain. So what I do now is I bring the ball out, but here's the reason why.
That's great shit.
I actually bring them out to do this, and I don't go over all the rules with them because it's not necessary for me. I just say this: hey man, anybody here have a bad day? No, sir. So everybody had a good day today in school? Yes, sir. Okay, we're going to continue that good day out on this floor today. You know why? Sure, because none of us are with them kids in their community. We're not with them kids at school. So when you're officiating their game, my thing is I need to test the climate, the temperature, engage the attitudinal temperature of these kids playing. Doing it that way, when the kids say, nah, man, we good. Okay, we're going to keep that good thing going on, but if you had a bad day, please go and tell your coach so that he don't put you in the game. Because if he put you in the game and your bad day come on this court, this game that we love, you have the best seat in the house right next to him. Now, then guess what?
I'm a witness.
And while the coach is standing there, I tell coach, the only reason I'm calling you out is to help me manage this game in terms of behavior and things of that nature. That's it. We got the rest of it from there.
I'm a witness to that. You do that when you were down Chavez, did a couple games. You did that. Brung everybody up.
Yeah, you
run the coaches.
Yeah.
With the captain.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't like the Charlie mode because they think that you're doing too much. Now,
it was an intense game. That's why you was called
but to say it to Vaughn, the reason why I do it every game, Vaughn Jones, because every game, something may have happened before the game. You know the children, but you don't know the children of the other team. That kid may got a brother that's beefing with a brother of a kid on your team in their hoods, and you don't know about it. So they bring that on the court, and they bring the fanfare on the court. So my thing is, and I tell kids, y'all playing for each other. Whatever you do, don't play for mom and them out there and your brother over there. Don't do that. So I think doing that, I've been fortunate. I haven't had not one fight or a tussle doing any game that I've done this year in high school ball. Because we started at the beginning. So when them kids started going, just look at it and say, hey man, we talked about that. You right, Mr. Ref, thank you, let's keep it moving. You know, but that's the same way, so we gotta get to doing it. We don't do it enough in adult ball.
That's not working every night.
We don't do it in adult ball,
and
that's a problem.
Let me say something what you just said. In high school, we don't do that. He might be the only one that does that. I'm gonna say something to my commissioner about what he just said. Maybe he gonna say yeah, maybe he gonna say no, I don't know. But in high school, we don't ever bring all the players in the middle of the court and talk to them. Like he said, I bring the captains in the middle, have a conversation with them about we got a new rule. When the first season started, about the hand checking, uniform, and all that stuff. He right. They don't go back and say nothing to the coach. We watch them. But what you just said, I'll bring it to him. Say something to him about it. Like, maybe we should start doing that, bringing the kids out in the middle and the coaches and explain to him what we expect.
You're not going to get everybody out.
Everybody's not going to do it, but I've had them to say.
And they're not going to do it because the time frame. We got a hell of a time. We're trying to get out there in 2 hours. Unless we got overtime.
But they warming up. They warming up for 20 minutes. Yeah. And I think I can take at least a minute and a half
but that's
to
a good
get that message across. But
that is great.
But a lot of people won't do it. Let's keep the shit 100. Right. Man, I'm a kid, man. I grew up in Kenilworth, man. At the end of the day, I don't have a whole bunch of fear in me to talk to nobody about nothing. Exactly. And then when it comes to trying to control the game a little bit. I think if you control it on the front end and they see who you are on the front end and that you're trying to manage it on the front end.
But that's when you start set though.
We got a lot of people say, man, you can't control the game. I ain't trying to control the whole game, but just what I'm responsible for.
Exactly.
That's where it starts set, right? From motherfucking before jump balls, teams and coaches gotta know, like, look, this nigga ain't have it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? He not have it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you know what I'm saying? Like people need to hear y'all side of the whole situation.
But a lot of that comes from the respect that coaches and players have you over the years. Mm-hmm. So they may see me, and I have a different partner. Mm-hmm. Then I could actually blow a call. Yeah. But because of the respect that I have around the community, they might not say much to me, as opposed to what they perceive to be a lesser official, who's maybe my partner. He can make a marginal call, and they up in arms with him. Well, and that's part of what Poncho was talking about, things that we go over during our pregame, and as a crew. But one of the things I want to talk about is players, coaches, and whatever. Once we make a call, we're not taking it back. You can't. To sit there and keep arguing, what did I do? Why you make that call? You this and that.
I'm glad you said
the ball don't lie.
I hate that.
Man, we're not taking the call. Let's just line up, keep it moving, keep this game going, and let's
Especially when you're in a running clock situation. Then you trying to hold the ball and talk to me. Let me tell you something about us as officials. We can get real slick with it because you want to have a conversation. Guess what I do? Since you want to have this conversation, I'm going to hold the ball. I'm talking to you. 15 seconds then went on the clock. Now watch this. Oh, my fault, Rick. There you go, throw it in. Now he gonna hold the ball for another 10 seconds, waiting for you to get down low. And the coach said, no, you move, you get out there, you go, you get it. Is the clock running? Yes, it is. So you really helping me out. So it would behoove you to just be quiet and change the call.
I'm just let's move. Great point, right, Rick? Yeah. With the kill lead, right? So the kill lead is running time, but if you get fouled in the shot, the clock stops on the free throw. But they don't stop it until the ref get a shoot of the ball. You see what I'm saying? So the ref taking their time, fouling such, they walking through the stand, the shoot at the line waiting, clock still running. I'm like, Joe,
they smart.
Y'all gotta get this motherfucker the ball so the clock can stop.
But you know what?
What the fuck is going on?
But you know who I've always done that. Like if I'm in the league, and all the leagues we played, especially our age, they're on running clock. So you know what I always do when I see it happening? I understand time score situation. I ran the point all my life, so I understand that. Man, look, the clock is running. Don't argue. I go and snatch the ball. Pop! Here you go, Mr. Rep. We lined up. If I can get you 2 minutes, we lined up right here. Please administer the throw.
That's what I'm saying. Like
because I know the clock's running.
Look, I'm coach. I'm looking at the score. I'm like, Joe, stop. They like, nah, it don't stop until the shooter get the ball. Yeah. So refs, y'all bullshitting. Right. But at the same time, it goes in the players. They walking to the spot to line up.
Not lined up.
They arguing about the call. Nigga, get your ass in that line so they get the ball so the clock can stop.
That ain't gonna be changed.
You know what I'm saying?
But I want to do something else because a lot of people talk about the officials and all that stuff. This book right here, you see how thick this damn book is? This is the book that a lot of officials, this is an old one, but this is the International Association of Approved Basketball Officials book, right? This is the album. This is the rules and regulations and all that. Look how thick this book is. Every damn year, officials have to take an exam. And we got to pass a damn exam based off of everything that's in here, right? Hey man, look here.
That's your Bible.
I'm just asking the question because it's just me. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I don't know many damn coaches around here that got any damn examinations that they take every year to coach.
No.
So at the end of the day, you trying to tell me how to officiate a damn game, but I can't tell you how to coach. You ain't took nothing on you. Ain't took a couple of program.
Poncho.
But man, don't do this because we work with this.
That's only when you're a good ref.
Well, you got to be committed.
A lot of that shit applies to certain motherfuckers. Yeah. Everybody can't sit right here and say and talk about this book. Right. Because they don't abide by it.
They're not practicing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it goes back to, like you said, Rick, like Coco says, like, I don't give a fuck where we reffing at, what game, what type of stat. I still want to be good at what the fuck I do. Because you never know who in that motherfucker watching you. And y'all know that shit. Come on, you know that shit.
We be real slick.
You know what I'm saying?
We got some stuff.
I done seen it in Annapolis everywhere.
And I
Rick will be consistent with what they do. You ain't gonna waste no time with your call. You can make your call, boom, boom. And like, I'm getting on Will again. I tell Will, regardless of the teams getting there late, right? We want to start on time. we can deal with the first game, motherfuckers late, 6:30, this traffic and all that. I said, but as long as these motherfucking teams there, and you and Frank still just walking around, not dressed and properly ready at the court, ready to go, the team's gonna be like, oh shit, the refs ain't even ready. Come down that motherfucker with shit on, 6 o'clock, 6:30, boom, you on the court. Because as long as you in the side talking to motherfuckers, you joking around, the teams look at that shit. The first thing will say, boom, them niggas ain't even ready. You got flip flops on, just nah. You there on time. You always on time. But you gotta be dressed. Because that will make you teams be like, look, oh, they starting on time today, they ain't bullshit. Then that way I can start the clock.
Yeah. Right.
And let that motherfucker go. You ain't hit because my refs are ready to perform. Yeah. They're not sitting aside with flip, they ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think the atmospheres get a lot of refs caught up in too. Yeah. Because it's family. Everything is family. You want to talk to a motherfucker here and there, here and there. You know what I'm saying? Boom, oh, what's up, Joe? Woo. But if you at that motherfucker with your shirt on, shoes ready to go, then that way rules can be a little stricter because my refs ready. Because it's all about my refs. Mm-hmm. I can't start a game with my refs not dressed. Right. It's like we hooping in. Like, who got next? Yeah. But your refs dressed, you ready to rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? But you get caught up sometime in the atmosphere because it's beautiful. Everything defines and everything beautiful. But when you out there repping, you got to be dressed and prepared, ready to go at a certain time. Boom.
Everything beautiful except for all that damn smoke, man. I don't mean no harm, man. I understand the decriminalization of marijuana. I understand that, man. I ain't knocking nobody's flow, man. But look here, man. I didn't go down there to rep the game to get in contact. I ain't never smoked none of day in my life. You're trying to rep to get in contact, man. So if I make a bad call, man, it's because I'm hot. I got the contact, man.
But guess what? You stay your ass where you at there. Fire that shit up. What is he talking about?
But real talk, man, I'd be remiss if I don't revisit this piece about paying officials, man. And really having 3 officials at this piece. Look here, you get what you pay for. You got and so my thing is, but what we have to do also as officials and organizations, you know, and I really want to thank Kern and Ern at Sports Enhancement Officials, because they really give me an opportunity to be me and do what I do. We do the high school games and all that, and I think they do a fantastic job of managing that process. But I also think that, you know, when we got to get out of officials and organizations. Let's stop underbidding ourselves. Now, I'm talking real talk.
That's the thing. That's
damn it. If it's $40 to officiate the game, man, look here. If the leagues can't afford to pay $35 or $40 to officiate the game for running time, the teams don't want to do it, well, then they don't have no damn official. Man, look, I'm not going to try to underbid nothing, Bone. At the end of the day, the rate is going $40 a damn hour per official to officiate the game. With all that you cussing at me, calling me all my name and all that, then I think I deserve $40 an hour to deal with the bullshit.
Yeah, but niggas call you
so at the end of the day, if I got to deal with that,
so you saying charge per hour, not per game?
What per game?
It's the same.
No, the game's same thing.
No, it's not the same.
We don't get paid by hours. We don't get paid by hours.
Per game.
You said per hour. Then if you said per hour,
if you said per hour,
games
get a whole lot.
Last hour. You see what I'm saying? Games on last hour, so they you talking less than that.
So what I'm talking about is, okay, by the game. So
if you got 5 overtimes, you get paid what you get paid.
All I'm talking about is no extra money. Stop undercutting the payment of the people who have to facilitate the oversight of your game. If you really value your damn league, the way you say you value league players, if you value your skill sets, Ricky, the way they say they do, then damn it, pay the officials.
But part of it is they don't, unless you're in the business, you don't know what an official should get paid. Like those guys put it in concept of their own careers.
Right.
It's like if I gotta go to work and lift this shit every day for $15 an hour, why the fuck am I paying this person $35? They don't know that. So that's why I say it would help when you went over how, you know what I'm saying, because they have, I guarantee you, they have no clue of what y'all
get paid. The problem I see with the money problem, it's not Kurt organization, it's the team. No, it's the team.
But they don't know. That's what I'm saying.
They trying to get money from players. And these grown men.
In pocket.
They should have jobs.
I got you. No, I got you.
they can't even give $5. We have to wait a whole game sometime before.
1,000 pieces a player.
Yeah, some of these coaches to give this man, whoever running the team, $5 to get to 30. And one time they couldn't even get 25 up. That's embarrassing to me. But in your league, money's dead. On the farms, money's dead.
Oh,
I don't know what
you're saying.
No. Down the farm, Miles ain't playing that down there. You can pay that $35.
What you saying though? You just named
it's not. It ain't got to do with him. I'm not saying it's wrong. I done dealt with teams down there.
Oh, you don't get paid?
Yeah, we get paid, but sometimes it takes forever. Why do it take forever?
That's what I'm saying. What you saying?
Why I got to wait a whole game to get paid? It supposed to get paid before the game. That's the rule of thumb.
That's right.
I did your league last year. I got paid. You pay at the end, but we had our money. We had to wait.
You don't get your money now, what?
No, I'm not saying. I'm talking about the timeless, Bone.
But do you get your money?
Yeah, Bone. I'm not saying
so
that.
that's not an issue.
Bone, what I'm saying, you supposed to get paid before.
Do you get your money?
Yeah. I'm not putting our league down, but I think we got to get the best
No.
You know how I am about our league. You know I love them. I just put the league down.
Hey, Will, motherfuckers give you your money before after the game, even when you fuck up games. So don't sit and say you don't get your money.
No, I said we don't put the ball in the hole.
No.
We don't put the ball in the hole. And we don't miss shots.
Time out there. No, now you don't miss shots because y'all not taking those shots to miss.
Correct.
What I'm trying to tell you is, you sitting there talking like you don't get your money.
No, I get my money. I'm not saying. I'm talking about.
So if you get your money, regardless of when you get it that day, don't you?
Yeah.
So what the fuck are we talking about?
Well, the other day the guy didn't have all his money. We gave my man $20. So you're paying Blade on the regular 10. That's what I'm talking about. How you not have the whole third?
We'll make like we just said earlier. You getting paid for what
that's on you.
What you
doing do it like that. I do the same thing with certain people. If you ain't got it all, I understand. But I'm just talking about.
But that brings out. That brings out your performance. You don't know the shit I go through with motherfuckers wanting to pay you. Hey, no. Let me talk.
I don't care.
Will. Do you know how many times
come down? They ain't gonna like.
Do you know how many times? Do you know how many times I paid out my pocket to pay you just dealing with niggas I'm cool with, and so I ain't giving a nigga shit today?
But I don't get my money.
No.
I got money from them.
You ain't know the money coming from. I done came out of my pocket several times and gave them.
They shouldn't play then.
No, they should play because I'm going off of the shit you be saying. The shit you say fucks you up. Like I just said a minute ago. Oh, I'm down. Why? I ain't got nothing to prove nobody. You said that the other day. Then you made a statement about little crime stop. Oh, he can get all the calls he want. I want him to come back. They gonna come back anyway.
I don't give him, but you know we don't give him all the calls.
But when you say that though, when you got coaches,
what I say and what I do is different.
But you can't say that though.
Like that. You know
but you can't say that because you got other coaches and teams listening and saying, "Damn, what the fuck he mean by that?" Yeah. You can't say that because you cause controversy in the whole situation. Okay. Whether you give him a call or not, but you can't say that. You can't say that because you. I might put my team up next game like that. He said that he can get some calls. So now I'm like, oh, Joe.
But the bottom line to it is that it also goes back, man, to what I said. Yeah. You cannot have these type of leagues with the craftiness and skill sets of these guys and only due to officials. So
I just told you, they ran my third ref away.
He's not ready for that.
But you keep going like
he's not ready for that.
They ran him away, but I'm just saying.
They didn't run him away. He's not ready for that.
Everybody ready for it.
Bro,
how can you say nobody ready for it and you the target down there?
Bone, he's not ready for that.
What are you ready for? You ready for it?
Boy, any level of basketball, it don't have to matter what it is. I've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, but that don't make you doing the right thing.
Bone. He not you know he's not ready for that. Bone, you was down there, you saw it.
Will, but in my eyes, you not evil.
But I told Frank he can stay.
In my eyes,
I never told you to come back.
You not evil.
I didn't tell you to come back.
You caught him in the game.
I never told him to come back. I don't know why he told you that.
You in the hot seat. But you know,
I will call him right now.
But I never in the hot seat.
I don't worry about that stuff.
Yeah,
don't think about me. I don't worry about that. But what I'm saying is, I never told this man he couldn't come back down here. I told Frank I would love to have a third official down here. I never said he couldn't come back.
A lot of times, familiarity breeds content. And if you have the same officials all the time, people get used to them all the time. So you gotta have a mixture of different
Jones already
who
get
don't mind coming down.
They don't want to rep down there because of the players.
No,
the disrespect.
that's the
problem. But that's not just to. That's DC.
You allow it though.
That's DC.
You allow it.
No, indoor too. No, that's not exclusive.
That's all the leagues.
No, that's every league.
In Albo, they were playing up in the illegal Albo. They ran us away from there.
Let me say something to my vets. Boom, boom, boom. They know us. But when that ball go up, they don't know us.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
You want to treat me with respect, I treat you.
That's how it's supposed to be.
He look at you and be like, man, sit down. You gotta sit down and you already got text.
And you definitely can't make comments like that.
Poncho the same way. Poncho will get in your face and tell you
I don't comment at all on the out.
You running right past him. Sit down.
No, I know. What I do is this. Here's the thing. Watch this. You know, the coach's box was expanded for a reason. So here's the thing. Now, technically, I can say, coach, you standing up a lot. But I know high school federation for
that first
5 reasons why you should really be standing up. But here's the thing. We always try to figure out what rules we're playing by. Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of people that want to be in the pseudo NBA so bad. They want, we want to play by the NBA rules.
They don't even know what that means, though.
Excuse me. You couldn't handle playing by the NBA rules.
No, not at all.
Because you're not at that level.
You don't even know the NBA rules.
So watch this. I would tell people, watch this. Now I'm going to give you
a lot of refs don't know.
Yeah, but that's true. But watch this. Here's one thing. The closely guarded, right? 5 second closely guarded. Mm-hmm. You don't have a shot clock. If you don't have a shot clock in the league, you play NBA rules, but you don't have a damn shot clock. Well, I'm playing tough D. Why can't I get the damn benefit of being in your presence and stalling you? Now we want to go college ball. Oh, I don't do the 5 second close guard until he holds the ball. Mm-hmm. What kind of shit is that? I'm playing tough D and the man just dribbling the air of the ball. The clock's running clock. Modify your rules. My thing has always been this. I would modify it to, we're going to use the 5 second close to the guarded count in every league. Man, watch this. No, I don't give a rest ass. The hell with it being under 2 minutes. We're going to do that. Because you know what? If you do that under 2 minutes, people are forgetting during the game. Now it's like the ref is really controlling the game. Do that shit the whole game. So when you got somebody like, what's his name? Ojo, who play defense and push up. Hey man, he playing tough, and you just dribbling the air out the ball all day holding it. Reward him. Reward the defense as much as you reward the offense with that bullshit crossover and knock down.
But people get mad at me because I have high school rules in the coalition. Yeah. But I have it for a reason.
Yeah, you have
because it simplifies the game. Yeah. There's nothing complicated about high school rules. No. I know part of it is a lot of teams play zone because of it, and I get it. But at the age group, it don't really matter. But the reason why I do high school rules is, you know what high school rules are. Yeah. It's simplified. We ain't got to have arguments about whether it's called or that called.
Right. Yeah. You know, but I think that again, it's just that so many people have this
perception of what NBA rules are.
Right. Perception of what they are, but then they have a real warped sense of perception of who they are. Now, let me just say
that's
this.
a whole nother conversation.
All of y'all, man, don't need to be playing. Look
that's a whole nother conversation.
All of y'all don't need to be playing. It says legend coalition, but all you jokers ain't legends. Stop the nonsense, nigga. Look here. I'm a legend, nigga. All you niggas ain't legends. Stop with the craziness. You know what I'm saying? That's reality. You know, you a legend. But everybody just can't count. I'm playing the legend coalition. Dog. I don't know you. Don't nobody know who you. You know, you may put in. You did a little work here or there. You ain't really done nothing to be considered to be going how you going in here. And it's always the non-legends that's looking for legendary like Cole.
Who the non-legend?
Hey,
who the John Legend? Who the non-legend?
I don't know the niggas. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know half these jokers by their names. I just know when I see them, and if I happen to officiate their games, I say, dog. Man, you ain't like that, man.
No, we was talking about it before the show, man. And I tell, it's funny. I tell my guys this, in the one time I will comment to the team owners. I'm like, when you got the worst guy on the court arguing with the ref, you change the whole dynamic of the game.
Yeah, Kobe and LeBron James and them people ain't gonna get it.
Like you can't. You
said what? Kobe and LeBron James and them refs ain't gonna get that shit.
You can't be 0 for 11, 0 for 12, turn the ball over 10 times. Yeah. Worst player on the court, obviously.
A lot of shit the refs like. The refs don't miss free throws. They don't miss layups.
They don't pull up for 3 on 5.
They don't do decisions like that. So that part right there, I always remind motherfuckers that play basketball about that shit.
Hey, I got one.
You know what I'm saying? I always do that.
No, hold on, real quick, Mo. I lie to you not. Last Sunday, we had a team with 4 people beat a team with 6.
And
they were up 20, and somebody from the team with 6 gonna say to me, what are the refs doing? And I said, let me explain something to you. You can hang somebody down the other end of the basket the whole game if you want to. Y'all double teaming somebody, don't even got the basketball.
But you know what? I used to tell dudes that sometimes we play and we start off with only 4 guys, right? It's a team that have only 4. You know what I tell them? No. Just sit a man down there and on his end. He miss the shot, give the rebound, throw it down, he scored. I mean,
nobody can do nothing about that.
They don't do it because they don't think. But again, my thing is this. I think a lot of this stuff that we're talking about in terms of officiating, because officiating is doing nothing but policing the activity that's on the floor. And we know we get a lot of grief and stuff because we're actually the police on the damn floor.
Right.
And we know how our communities don't like the police until something happened to their ass. Then they want the police.
They want a personal police officer.
Right, you want a personal police man, nigga pressing the shit out of you on defense. You want the police down to come and say,
the games can be played without officials.
Yeah, it can't be played
without. But that's why I think the officials take that crap and take that shit serious.
You know what
I'm saying? When you play the game, right, at a high level, you know what I'm saying, very high level. Now I know motherfucking well that you see some slight little difference up there run the court and seeing certain motherfuckers cry about calls and you probably watch the game sometime, but you serious about your craft.
Right.
So all that goes in the drain about I played, I did this and that. Now you worrying about refereeing this basketball game.
Right.
So these motherfuckers gonna get out of hand, you can keep this motherfucker right. That's taking care of your craft, man.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about getting nowhere because of the atmosphere and we gonna do this. Nah. When you in between them lines,
job don't change.
Just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always said about you. That's what I always said about you. That's what I always get raised up like, man, you gotta come grab a few games to let these other motherfuckers know how serious you take that shit. It ain't about just coming in there because you know ain't nobody's coming in there but you.
Right.
But you still gotta be good.
Yeah, you
gotta do your best.
Yeah, but you know the other thing about officiating is this, man. It's tough to. Some people are just tough to officiate because of their aggressive style of playing, and they're playing within the construct confines of the rules. Mm-hmm. But they're just so aggressive, far more aggressive than anybody else in everything that they do. So now it seems like they're getting more calls. Mm-hmm. So let me just say this to some of the aggressive people, like for instance, I know, right? Dirk Payne is aggressive. SpongeBob is aggressive. And Shaq is aggressive. But the thing that I say to them is this: you already know your game and your style is real aggressive. So you know that if you're bringing the contact, most of the times you're going to get it, but you're bringing it. So if you're bringing it and I'm officiating you, some of this stuff can be deemed as an offensive foul. But I'm trying to let y'all boogie. Don't get upset because a dude nicked you a little bit and you don't get it. Let's keep playing. Let's keep boogieing because you know your style of play.
That's a great point. But guess what my argument with that is? Mm-hmm. Call the offensive foul.
Right.
And maybe they know
why
they didn't get that call.
And that's what I'm saying. You gotta
call that first before he get fucked up and worry about you ain't call that on the mother that fouled him.
Yeah, but the thing is though,
establish that shit.
Yeah, but the thing with that is, again, you also know one thing we do in pregame a lot is, like I may ask Rick, have you had this team before? Who are my players out here? So, that's what I'm saying. Here's the reason why.
I love the pregame.
Watch it. The pregame. Who's my players? And he may say, well, 24 White is a shooter. He's a great shooter. 13 White is going to go to the basket. He's a penetrator. He's very aggressive, but he's aggressive on the defensive end. So we started to know that, and we can watch it. We start now going in knowing who to manage and who's required. Now, you may say, man, coach going to bring in number 55. He going to do it John Thompson. He going to bring in 55 because 55 going to go in there. His job is to get a foul. Rest of that is it. So when he come in, I know his job is to get the foul. I'm not going to let him come in and rough you off and don't call a foul because that's his job. The minute I let him rough you up and I don't call a foul, guess what? I'm not in tune to what the hell's going on.
Right. That's the question I had for y'all. You referees, like, especially Rick, it's a big game. Players prepared. How do y'all prepare for that game, knowing it's going to be an intense ball game? It's do or die. Championship game. How do you prepare for that? Coaches go through their things with their kids. We go through our thing, pregame, film, meal, whatever. How do y'all handle that on that end at the referee?
Well, we're going to start from the commissioner's end. The reason why we were chosen to do that game is because the officials that was assigned to that game can handle what's about to take place.
Yeah.
So in doing that, the R of that game is going to have a good pregame. As Kirk said, pregame is also important. So we're going to sit around and talk about not only the coach, but the players on both ends. And we're going to have, as long as you have a pretty good pregame and be consistent in our calling, that game will go on fine. It will be great for the fans, for the players, for the coaches, and for the officials. And we're going to have a good game.
Yeah.
But locally, let me say this, locally, contrary to popular belief, ain't no damn officials betting on your punk-ass games. So we don't have nothing to gain, nothing to lose by making calls. Well, let me say me.
Hear what
I'm saying? Because
say you ain't.
I'm not.
Right.
And
I can't speak for all these other motherfuckers.
I'm gonna say I'm not side betting with nobody. And as Miles, you say, man, look here, if you can't afford to lose it, then damn it, don't bet it. But at the end of the day,
I seen some refs
technically,
money out from games.
we ain't trying. Look here, okay, that may be true, but that's not something that I think I've never been a part of, and the people that I know have not been a part of that. The reason why I said is this, because we were talking earlier about Tim Dungy and his book Personal Foul. And we were talking about what he said, how he knew how to bet on games. And it was based off of who was officiating the games, their style of officiating, and who they liked and did not like. And obviously they liked and did not like these people, and they talked about it in their own little circle. More importantly, they talked about it during pregame. Such and such can't do that carrying. AI can't carry the ball no more, so now they want to jump on that because he's getting an advantage. So every time Shorty do something, call that carry. Now he go to the rack. Shit, I don't like him and I don't like Mo Cheeks. This is what Tim Dungy is saying, that I think it was Crawford or one of them didn't like Mo Cheeks or AI. So anytime he went in, he got knocked the hell down, they was not calling that foul. They let it boogie. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a good way to be, but the pregame helps you out an awful lot to determine how you're going to manage the game.
So as a ref, right, and this came up on the comments a couple times, talk about James Harden. So like James Harden has kind of changed basketball with the stuff that he's been allowed to do. So as a referee, like how do you watch him? Everybody's watching him. Then you go to your game where you know that shit is illegal and make that adjustment.
That's the NBA thing.
Yeah.
That's
my
question.
That's
entertainment. They got this thing NBA now. They get this third step, LeBron James rule.
I say James. I say James.
As officials, us right here, I don't take what they do on TV because that's entertainment. James Harden try every time you get the basketball.
Every time you get the basketball.
Kevin Durant Curry, he puts the ball right here when he go past you. They don't call it.
LeBron out your mouth.
No. I'm a Lakers fan. I love LeBron. But what I'm saying, that's just what you watch on TV is entertainment.
Yeah, but I think also
they mechanics is hard, but they do anything.
But it pushes down though.
But what it does, it pushes all the way down. But again, the rules makers have to make a decision on what they're going to allow. But here's the thing now. Think about this for a minute. The NBA officials work for who?
NBA.
They're not a side and separate entity.
Right.
They work for the NBA. So if the NBA rules makers say,
don't call that shit.
That's a damn carry. I mean, that's a travel. I want it called every time. The shit's going to be called every time. Just watch it. Just like hand checking. You can't hand check no more. The league rules say don't do it. So then they make it known. My thing is, Harden, if he ever came in any league, if he came down Washington officiating, if he came to Wood, we going here with that joint. Because see here we talking about. See, now I got this motherfucker saying, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Why don't do it? Because at the end of the day, everybody want to see that.
Yeah.
So if now it's like I'm taking control. No, I love the sport. And I'm going to bring the sport back to the fucking rules. Say, that's a travel. Pivot foot established, control of the ball. But when that pivot foot lifts up and come back down without the ball being shot or passed, that shit's a travel.
But 3 steps?
Oh, it's no question 3 steps.
I saw it
You can stole in slow motion.
I saw it.
I didn't think it was. Because when
the we went a huge step beyond talking about the NBA versus to the hood leagues. My whole thing is, and I know y'all ref. I ain't no ref. But y'all can't sit there and tell me, as referees, y'all ain't got y'all motherfuckers that y'all fuck with and let them get away with certain shit. Meaning, I ain't talking about no dumb shit, but you know the motherfucker got 4 fouls.
You know the play.
You know something got 4 fouls. So we gonna, he might have fouled him right there, we ain't gonna call it. I seen that shit happen as a player in these little summer leagues and as a spectator.
Man, you seen it everywhere.
I done seen calls been like, oh, we gonna get at the.
You seen
but
it
it really was on that much. That was his 5th. But we gonna say this motherfucker because at some of the time it's still entertainment for the people.
Yeah, but you know what? That becomes
valid.
Yeah, but
you are correct about
but
that.
that becomes
You are correct.
Again, but that becomes subjective.
You are correct.
That becomes equally subjective as to what Charlie Moe was saying earlier. Did I miss that call? You can't beat my eyes. So you said I missed it.
I ain't saying you missed it.
No, I'm just saying, watch this. He got 4 fouls.
Right.
He fouled the motherfucker.
That sums it up.
Watch it. Excuse me. But it's subjective to my eyes.
Right,
Watch it. If you right there and the nigga foul you and I do this,
but to Kurt's point, but to your point a little bit more is at least in the NBA. But in the NBA standpoint, to your point, you were saying that the NBA is telling those guys what to do. Me and Kurt not telling y'all what calls to make. Right. I've never had a conversation in my life about the celebrity. Right. So to me, it's even more subjective because to his point, like it really got to be somebody you fuck with personally because you're not getting no direction. You're not telling nobody not to call a foul on Derek Payne.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad.
You saying it's there. You saying it's there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's bad at all.
And I'm gonna say it is there. It's not that a player I fuck with. It's simply going back to pre-game and understanding the game and money. Y'all are coming to see these players play.
Coming to see us rap.
No, exactly.
Great motherfucker.
Y'all are coming to see them play.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not taking that away from you.
Yes, sir.
On that 4th foul, he better. Everybody in this gym
better know
that boy fouled him before I fouled him out.
Exactly.
If it was a marginal call, pity check, and I got a player close enough to that damn area, 24 getting it.
That's right.
I'm gonna keep 15 in this game.
That's real.
Because y'all came to see that boy play.
No, get rid of the best players.
That's why I asked.
That's what
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, I do.
Let's say Kurt was playing. Kurt had 4
I do.
fouls, right? Kurt fouled a dude, but it's somebody next to him. I know Kurt the best player on the basketball court. I'm not gonna foul. Now Kurt by himself, obvious. I mean, he got to go.
it all wrong.
I'm not the same way he said. It's the same way he said. Again,
No, you did.
But again,
if Kurt the best player on the court, and Kurt a marginal foul, you sit beside your teammate.
I think more so what Mo is saying
It's
is
the same thing as he's saying.
Yeah, but it's what he's saying is like not a marginal call. He means by like
we all efficient. We all do it.
Call.
We all do it.
My thing
And what I do as a teammate, I'm gonna put my hand up.
But
I got 3. You got 4.
you gonna do that,
but you know what you gonna do that. The
A smart player gonna do that,
That's for you. Like, oh, that's on
The problem with that process.
No, Kurt. A smart player gonna do that.
Very well made. By not making that call. See, if I don't make that call, then the it's like looking at me like, hey, damn, you gotta make that call, man. I know you. So now watch this. Hey, but fellas, but now they tell us don't, as official, we're not supposed to be deciding no game.
That's
right.
True.
So now, watch this. If I blatantly, if I blatantly don't call it, I'm in a sense deciding it, because if I call it and he go out, then now advantage other team because their best player ain't there. But hey, you made the bonehead call. Well, I don't mean no harm, but maybe your ass coach should have dropped him back in the zone. You the dumbass that kept him in the man-to-man, knowing that he had to check this dude right here, knowing that they was going to be aggressive,
but
knowing that he was going to go
but those are the subjective decisions. As long as it stays right here.
Yes, there you go.
I think you kind of personalize it a little bit when you say
you can't bring it out,
Kurt, because then it kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like that's more so what Mo was saying. Mm-hmm. Like you personalized it. He didn't personalize it when he said it. Yeah. When you use Kurt, then like he's an exceptional motherfucker. So it's like. Yeah. Who else is like Kurt?
Well,
like you just make. I'm just saying, you just make you.
We always talk about who the best players are, especially when we have teams.
But when y'all do pregame,
if we know, I ain't talking about down there. I'm talking about.
See, we
don't do pregame.
No,
we don't do that.
Right. So what I'm saying, is,
do pregame.
You're not taking it serious.
Yeah, I just think
that's not taking it.
That's not taking it.
When we do rec ball, we don't do pregame to rec ball.
Why not?
Let me take away from Watts. Anywhere else, we don't do. Only time we do pregame is in high school and college.
I do pregame no matter where
I'm. That's what I'm saying, Rick. Rick, you
CT, man, you gotta jump in CT.
I'm saying I don't give a damn.
We don't do pregame and rec ball.
No, because
we got an eighth on the game. We don't do no pregame.
I do pregame every game. Watch it. I'm playing in the 50 and over league.
But we don't do a pregame. We do a high school game.
Let me say this. I'm playing in the 50 and over league, and we had they had a game. The first game, the refs wasn't there. So me and Frank actually officiated the first game, and then we both had to play the second and third game. But we officiated the first game. You know what we did? I sat down and said, Shaw, they playing. We're gonna have. Let's just talk about who they gonna do. We're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Make sure. But then more importantly, when I came on the floor, I told all the guys on the floor, "Hey man, we officiating this game. I ain't going for none of the nonsense. Keep your little sly comments to yourself. We boogieing up in here. If you don't want to boogie, man, sub yourself out the game. This is a game that we're going to play. We love the sport. Let's keep it moving." That's a way of keeping it going, letting them know what you're going to do. And guess what everybody say? I ain't going to lie to you. Joe was coming saying, Shaw, you need to not play. You just need to officiate the game. But me and Frank did this job really well because we understood the dynamic. But when you play the sport, it's easier for you to rep the sport and understand it.
I want to bring CT in. One thing that always stood about me, because I've seen you ref 100 games in the last couple of years down in Ocean City, was watching CT. He keeps the dialogue with the coach in the course of the game. Like I never seen you stop and address a coach. Like you verbal, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I've never seen the coach take you out of your what you got going on.
Because he's in shape. He can run and talk.
Like I can hear the coaches, but I'm focused on reffing the game. That's first and foremost. And if you want to talk to me, you call the timeout. Right. We can talk. But as the game going on, you saying I'm never gonna get out my phone.
You never lose your focus on the game.
I'm never gonna get, like I say, I hear things in the crowd all day long. And you know when it's a free throw, I might look up in the crowd because I know where it's coming from. I might look up in the crowd and be like, really? That's who been saying this all day.
But you know it was interesting to say that because I never forget I was doing the game and the woman hollered down there at the free throw line. She's like, you know, they was playing active play. She said, "You ain't no NBA ref." My time. And you ain't no NBA mom. Everybody laugh now, let's keep moving. Right? I mean, sometimes you gotta have a little fun because people playing. But when it comes to coaches, you hear them, and sometimes you just run past and say, "I heard you, coach," and you keep going. Right. But I'm not gonna say one thing. I ain't gonna do is keep trying to explain.
Let me ask you this. So let's say you reffing Keith Stevens, and you seen him in what he do
in action. Real simple. Hey, coach, don't be in my space.
Little Bobby.
See, but you know what? Watch it. Let me tell you how
he gonna kick the basketball.
Let me tell you how. Watch it. But watch it. I'm gonna tell you how I can get any coach out the game real quick with one thing. He's standing in space. Most coaches want to stand up all day long. We know when the real good coaches are because the ass always really sitting down. For real. Think about it. Morgan Wooten, if he stood up, it was a problem. Right?
Right, good point.
Phil Jackson, he stood up, it was a problem. Usually Coach K, if they stood up, it was a problem. When did you know it was a problem with John Thompson? When that motherfucking towel went from here to here. You know, it's a problem, right? Because he's biting down the towel to keep from cussing you out. So you basically know what's going on.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you something. CT pointed out to me years ago. A team would be down by 30, and their coach is embarrassed. And they want you to take that. He would always say, "You gonna wear that ass for me."
Never come out.
He pointed out.
I said, Rick, he gonna take this.
Yeah, that's what he always said.
I said, Rick, he gonna take this.
Coaches do that.
He want me to get him up out there. Like, nah, he gonna take this. He going. I move to the opposite side. And I tell my partner, hey, look, let him go. Let him go. Unless he start cursing out loud, and now the crowd gets all that.
Take this. I've seen him do it so many times.
He wants you to get him out.
Take this
so he can go back in the locker room.
Exactly. And
he tell the kids, when we lost today because of the damn ref.
Exactly.
So that's what he wants. So we're going to let him stay
put him out of the
I'm going to tell you another thing that comes in effect with the referee also. When you got, before the game, you got the refs talking to the players. The players think, that's my man.
Is that?
And then the ref don't get that motherfucker.
Now he the worst ref.
Fuck that nigga. I ain't speaking to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard for y'all to it's hard for y'all to even communicate with people before a game. Y'all got to
without people thinking it's partial.
Players are trying to know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? I know
to be cool with people and still got to officiate their game. So before the game, they think, oh, I'm good. Nah.
It's a job. I did my nephew games years ago. When my nephew was playing with DC Assault years ago, I did their game. I'm calling fouls with it. I mean, it's the game. I'm rapping. Man, I swear, my sister. You know my sister was in the stands giving me the blues. And the whole time I'm saying, is she really going on me? You know what I mean? And I know it's her. She's the loudest thing. So when got to the jump, got the free, I looked, like I do with anybody. I looked up there, like, really? Really? Yeah. She's like, yeah, Bama, you can get it like anybody else. Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, but you gotta be able to manage it, man. And like you said, talking to people before the game, we know so many people. My biggest pet peeve is this. Man, look here. My name is Mr. Official.
Right.
Don't call me Poncho. Because you didn't just personalize it. And you may be playing against a team that ain't from here. Now you calling me Poncho, but they calling me Mr. Official. And it's like, Poncho, come on. And then they start calling me, come on, Poncho.
Right.
That's so you can't do it. Just be respectful. I call you coach. I ain't say, come on, Bone, come on, Kurt. I'm gonna say, hey, coach, we gotta do this and do that.
Now, what's worse? The neighborhood crowds or the AAU parents?
Man, all crowds.
All of them. Either way.
But you know what? The AAU parents is interesting because every parent has been sold a bad bill of goods that their child is the next LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Their child is the next Sean Livingston. They're going to go from high school straight to league. And that's because a lot of AAU coaches pushing that into these people's heads and make them think, I need your son, I need your son. Dog, whatever y'all doing, coaches, stop that bullshit because they not like that for real and you hurting everybody. You hurting the game, man. Well, it's somebody telling the mother and the father that these people gonna go next level because you hear it. My son, this or that, man. Look here, baby. That's why I told the lady, you ain't no NBA mom.
Yeah, shout out to Curtis Malone. You started this shit, man.
But it's an interesting piece, man. I think my piece with this with a lot of people.
There's a lot of fights.
Don't disrespect. Watch this. Here's the thing.
The referees.
I know Rick and I have done it a lot. We've actually put people out of the gym. See, you can only say but so much to me before you start being belligerent and now you're inciting a riot-like environment. I get rid of, excuse me, Commissioner,
get him out.
That man right there got to go. Why? Because here's the thing. Number one is, particularly if you're using high school federation rules, there's no profanity supposed to be in here. Not from the coach, not from none of them. So when you start doing that, hey man, your cussing and all that is now getting ready to incite a riot. Excuse me. He gotta go. Why I see you outside? Well, let me make this money and you'll get your wish. You know what I'm saying? Because all refs ain't let me say this. Man, all refs ain't suckers, man. You know, some of us just chose a lifestyle different from the lifestyle we used to have. And we all right doing this thing. We comfortable doing it. But don't get it twisted, man. I know, like, you got some peoples with you. Man, some of us got peoples with us, too. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep this thing 100. Just keep it basketball. Don't come outside of the basketball realm. I ain't no gangster. Don't want to be one. Ain't professing to be one. But I ain't no sucker. You just can't do what
you a gangster rap, though.
No, yeah, I ain't none of that. I just want to see a good game. Now, I like to see great basketball.
Poncho, you a gangster rap.
No, I like to see great basketball.
Now, from a referee perspective, what do you consider a game that wasn't ref good when you're watching?
Anytime I see officials not running the court. I'm gonna keep it 100. What bothers me is because here's the thing. If you're in, I tell guys this all the time. You know, I'll never question your call. When I'm playing, I never question the official's call. You know what I question? His position on the floor. If you making the call, you could be right as right. But man, you at half court.
Hey,
you ain't that damn right.
Y'all ain't making no calls from half court. Up in a half court.
But it's funny. It's funny you say that.
Y'all doing that, right?
It's funny.
What they doing?
Huh?
Blowing the whistle.
Shit.
But it's funny you say that. Because
I want to be real though. We have too many referees out here that are chasing the dollar. Yeah, and that's real. Yeah. When you have a ref, especially in the AAU, you mentioned AAU, you have a ref that comes on the floor at 8 in the morning. I still see that same ref
at 4 in the
afternoon. 5 in the afternoon. You can't tell me that you're running the floor in position.
That's facts.
But you chasing that damn dollar.
That is facts.
And what you're doing is you're hurting the refereeing association as a whole. You know, so I would like to see more of us stop chasing that damn dollar.
No, you're right.
Get in the position.
Ain't no question about that.
And do what you're being paid to do.
Sit out a game or two.
Exactly.
If it's 6 games that day, you can't get all 6 games.
You can't get all of them.
Get all of them.
You need some rest.
But I'm gonna tell you, but see,
You definitely gonna be tired. You need some rest, man. Hey, you got some officials, man, that are literally hobbling up and down the court. And let me just say this: aesthetically, it's not a good look.
Bad look.
Aesthetically, it's not a good. It's not a good look if you're making a call from half court. My thing is this: I may see the call at half court because it's in transition, and I'm coming, and I may blow the whistle, bing, because my partner is straight line. But guess what I'm gonna do? I'm running all the way in there to get that jump. I'm not going to half court and stop and wait because then somebody say, why he ain't called?
Right. So how do you respond to that?
Well,
That's how I was going with it.
It's primary coverage, and I'm just going to assume that maybe my partner, it was so egregious. I'm assuming that he just didn't see it. But guess what? If he goes on vacation, I'm supposed to watch his house. Yeah. So sometimes, man, you standing there and he may drift. Looking here, and the shit happened right there in his primary, which is why I say those 3 refs are so important. Now, granted, sometimes you can have a really great game with just 2, because those 2 are going to have to be 2 that normally.
What about when you got?
I never question the call. I'm only going to question the position.
What about when you got 3 refs, right? I'm very confused this right here. When you got 3 refs, and some shit goes down that was obvious, right? I'm gonna tell you what I still don't understand. When the ref say that was his call.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about earlier. Yeah.
No. Oh. This shouldn't be clarified. Like me and Poncho talked shit before the show. Why you can't make that call if you see that motherfucker?
Here's
a couple reasons.
Go ahead, man.
One,
but if you seen it though,
I may have saw it, but you discredit that closest referee, and then we get in trouble. You're in a catch-22.
Yeah.
Because on one hand, you want me to make that call because I saw it. Then on the other hand, let's say I do make that call, making the secondary call. The first thing you then come out and say,
you didn't see it.
That wasn't your call.
Right, you didn't see
he was standing right there.
But what about
now? Which one you want?
But what about if it's a foul? It's a foul. If it's illegal, it's illegal. The first thing refs say, that's not my call. But you know that it was illegal, or you know it was a foul. So. Your call or not, so you mean just let the motherfucker get away with it? As a unit, do referees get personal when you take their call?
That's what he was saying.
We have some referees. Some referees that are real sticky about my area, and if I'm blowing in his area, then what the hell are you looking at? Right. So you do have referees that are real sensitive.
He missed that call.
And that's when during the timeout period, during halftime, whatever, you talk about that. Hey man, wake your ass up. Yeah. You know, get into this game. Niggas getting fucked up right in your area.
Do referees argue with each other?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But but it should never be on the floor. Watch it. My thing is this: a real strong pet peeve. If I see two officials going at each other, if we sitting here and I blow the whistle, I blow it for I got a foul coming, right? And he got a violation coming. He may be coming in with a travel. I got the foul. What are we doing? We got double whistles. The rule of thumb is you really should never show unless you're sure. But if I'm looking at him, I'm getting to you. I look at him, it's in his primary. When it's in his primary field of coverage, I yield to him because it's his primary. The reason why I may be coming in, maybe my whistle was delayed. Damn, I saw that crash bang in that joint. His whistle ain't go off. So I may come in real quick, get ready to go with the charge. But then all of a sudden his delayed whistle is he want to come in with a block. I got to sit back now like it's in his primary. I'm going to yield to him first. And here's the areas of coverage, which a lot of people don't understand. But if you just on a two-man, here you see the trail official here, and that's the lead up there. Look at the area of responsibility for the lead official. He just got this area. But look at the area of coverage for the trail. That's just two-man. So stuff is going on all over here, down up in here. This man got to watch all this here, and the dude over here holding the dude from cutting through on this side. So at the end of the day, that's not his primary coverage. Now, but we go here, and you got the three-man. So you got the trail here, you got the C here, and then you got your lead official here. Look at the primary area of coverage for just the lead official on the basket. See this area here, there? That little triangle there? That's his primary area of coverage. The trail and the lead got the dual coverage of something go here. Either one of them could get into that mix. But now you look at the coverage of the C. He go from here in the middle of the center of the basket, out and back to half court. But as you can see, the more officials you have, the smaller the parameter of the area of coverage, which makes it better for the game.
I made John's job a lot easier, man, because I just got buckets. red line, white line. I made John's job a lot easier, man. Yeah. I got buckets.
That'll make that shit easy. That will make that shit easy.
But that's the reason why you
bring this up, because here's the thing. Not only do we do this, but we have what we call a pregame conference. So we talk about these things, like we talk about rule mechanics and changes.
Can you make them copies?
I make a copy and give it to you. Pregame, give the real pregame responsibility.
You just do it real fresh.
I'm an official, man.
But the reason
why you come with your little suitcase and stuff going there, change up.
But the reason the reason why you do this is so that we can have this conversation and dialogue, man. Because watch this. You know who's the most difficult games to really officiate? To be honest with you, sometimes people, for me, I'm gonna say people for me.
All right.
Young girls who really trying to learn the game and don't really know the game, they're really difficult to officiate because they're gonna do almost everything wrong, but they're playing aggressive and they're playing with such vigor. It's like, man, I know Shawty gonna foul out this joint, man, in the first 2 minutes because she's so aggressive, but they're learning. So you gotta kind of manage their game. Like
girls play physical shit.
But they tell us a lot.
Girls will jump off faster than the boys,
right? But a lot of times I may be coming down the court, and guys bring the ball to the court, and I'm giving a 10-second count here, and I see you running up on them real fast. I may say, move your feet, Shaw. No hands.
Yeah, I know that.
And that's why you do be running, then you see him, you jump like this. I'm trying to manage this game because, man, you coming at full blast. You going to get that foul if you run up and bump on it. I got to give it to you because I'm right here. So I'm trying to manage the game. Like I may say, 54, get that knee up out of there. I give it to you. Get that knee up out of there. I come back, you got it. Bing! Right here. What I do? I told you twice to get up out of it, but then I got to make sure that my partner's doing the same thing on the other end. You know what I'm saying? So you trying to manage the game so that it can go smooth.
I mean, I see guys that that'll tell the refs, switch with him. You seen that? Like the guy, you'll be this position. He'll say, man, switch with him. He ain't making no calls.
Oh, you talking? So we just talking about basic our flex. You know, some people get real lazy. For instance, if you got an official that's spending too much time in one primary area of coverage, something's wrong with that process. Because if you may be telling, if I'm the lead and I make a call from underneath the basket, all that time about, nah, just report it from there. Nah, man, you get your ass down here. I'm going to switch and I'm going to go table side and report it and step off. We got to start doing that because now it gives me a different perspective and a different perspective, and I'm not always in the same area the whole game.
It's funny you say that because a guy named Butch McDowell, he passed away a while ago, coached me when I was young. He said it's 3 teams out there. The team you're playing against and the official. And the official's going to stick together the same way your team stick together.
Yeah.
So there's no use of arguing.
No.
He said they're a team and you're a team. So, you know, it's best, you know, but they overseeing the game.
Well, even if you watch it, if you fussing at me,
3 teams out there, man.
Do you know what's happening?
It's 2 teams playing. It's an officiating team.
Hey, Charlie Moe, if you cussing me out, I may not be the one get. I may not even be the one get attacked. He may come and bang you.
Yeah.
You know why? Because maybe you cussing me out because you got a personal thing with me. I don't know what it is. You just don't like Charlie. And that's all right. Yeah. But I ain't trying to get into all that with you to get to you know, heighten this thing. So my partner got to be alert and see that. Maybe he'll come and say, hold it. Boom, right here. And then somebody say, why he called it? Guess what? Now, what, you mad at both of us now? I'm the dude that you was fussing with, and I ain't even make the call. My partner made because he got tired of hearing it. And I got to be able to have his back.
But then you got some refs, right, that actually act like the crowd come to see them ref instead of the crowd come and see the game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them out here too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just come and do your job. Come and do your job and get this shit over with. You know what I'm saying? Just come to like that motherfucker. They ain't come to see you. Come to your job because it all goes back to if we didn't have refs, it wouldn't be no games. So just be a referee.
But sometimes, Bone, the problem with that is you can get a ref that's doing everything the right way, mechanically, he's sound, he's very, very vocal and speaking from the diaphragm, he's making a call, everything is the right way. And some people in our hood say,
he's still fucked up.
No, they say, this motherfucker right here doing too much.
But that's
how he's doing
his job.
But that's good. But that's to go back to what I talked to the Bone about, the personal referee stuff.
Right.
See, a lot of guys want a personal ref to make calls for them and not make calls on them, and they define how the game is being called by that. And I've had to have a conversation with a couple of the more named guys in my league.
It stems back to this though. Like I said, it comes from them conversations before the game. That's my
100%.
He don't give ain't shit.
100%. But you know what though, Bone? To be really honest with you all, man, we are still learning this craft.
Yeah,
we're learning it every day. But remember this: we have to officiate the game with people who stop really learning the craft. Like a lot of them dudes don't go. They don't drill a lot no more. They get up, man, on a Saturday, man, after they been clubbed all night. Then they want to come and hoop, man, and then you want to have.
That's what
they mad at you.
How you get mad at me, man?
I went because he traveled.
Hey, dog, I went to bed early as hell because I had to get up and run this floor.
But Coco, like you said though,
motherfucker sweating on
how serious is it for these dudes hooping now in these leagues? Like, y'all done. Yeah. Like I said, it's like a nigga ain't give you balls.
That's y'all fault though. That's y'all fault. Because you the fucking commissioner, and damn it, you should be telling, look here, man, you ain't really done nothing. It's an honor to have you in the league, but don't get it twisted. Your ass gonna get up out of here. You fuck my league up.
That you know about me, I tell niggas some shit in a minute.
Yeah, you tell them that. Yes, you
all them niggas some shit in a minute.
Yes, you do. That's true.
The game is fucked up now.
Yeah, it is.
So for us, even having these leagues,
and that's the part nobody understands.
I ain't tooting my own
That's the part nobody understands. And that's what they don't. That's what they don't understand.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't understand that part at all.
It's for them to get some bump. It ain't for me to do nothing. Get some bump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all worried about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
The wrong call. The wrong. Nah, get some bump.
Yeah. And that's
get some bump, nigga.
But you know
the one thing is, if y'all know how the refs are, why keep complaining about it?
Make adjustments. But the crazy part, Kurt, is what you just said. The year that Watts wasn't around or stuff go away, then they looking at we like we fucked up. Cause we don't want to deal with that shit no more.
But you know what?
Y'all niggas ain't kids no more.
Exactly.
Ain't no college. Y'all ain't college. It's over.
And let me do this because dude told me to do this, so I'll be remiss if I don't do it. But I gotta give a shout out to our man Sterling Lindsay. He say,
"That's my man."
Give me a shout out when we on the joint.
Hey Sterling, I hell with you, Sterling.
Somewhere with a red cup in your damn hand right about now.
I know, man. That's my man. So you should have came through. I'ma holler at you later on, boy.
But you know what? I do appreciate Kirk, you and Rick and all this commissioning some of these leagues. But we do have some leagues that the commissioner's sitting right at the table, watch these players act like asses, and don't say a word to them.
That's not me.
I know. That's what I said. That's what I said. I appreciate you.
He'll tell you that.
And we sit there.
I'm walking ass on that court, like, look, man. But it goes back, Rich, to this. Check them motherfuckers.
Right.
I do it all the time. I'm like, get that motherfucker check.
We do check them, but then they act like we taking it personal. I'm just administering the game.
I agree with you.
Based on the league. Now you act like I got something personal with the player. No, I don't. You sat here, watched him call me out my name. Act like an ass. I had one dude even tell me, "Nick, put me out."
Oh man.
You know, I gave him the first tech. He kept going. I walked away. He kept on, wouldn't leave. I had to give him a second tech. Shit, put me out. So now he done got personal. So then you sit there now. When I'm sitting there saying, as Poncho go back to, nigga, I'm not no sucker.
Right.
So now when I start pulling my shirt out, now everybody's getting on me.
Right.
Now.
And telling me I'm supposed to maintain professionalism.
Because you know what? Because I'm saying, and it's fucked up. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why the ref show, I think, is very important to people to listen to this shit and see this shit, because they sometimes forget y'all motherfuckers grown ass men.
And you human.
And no bullshit. So what I'm saying is, y'all keeping the game going because we can't just have, we gotta have refs. At the same time, some of that shit these niggas be saying, bitch ass nigga, because they look at y'all just referees. Nah, these niggas on some other shit too.
Well, now,
you know what I'm saying? It ain't no that bullshit. Right. They ain't just no referees. So you on your own after that shit. You know what I'm saying? You bought that shit on your own. Well, don't get fooled by the motherfucking stripes.
Yes, but you know what though? 30 years ago, I use this analogy. I tell a lot of young dudes this. 30 years ago, if you'd called me a bitch motherfucker, we'd have been rumbling. But we'd have been rumbling not because you called me a bitch motherfucker, but it's because of what I'm going to think everybody around us is going to think if I don't address it.
Because you got your mom.
Right? So I'm trying now, I got to respond. But 30 years later, you get a little older, if you call me a bitch motherfucker, here's my response. Yeah, man, you right. Every once in a while, I got bitch motherfucker like tendencies, and I apologize if I offended you. But if you don't mind, I like to walk away and leave, because I'm sure you don't want to be around a bitch motherfucker. Like
right.
See, now I'm old enough with children to say I need to be here for them. So apparently, this game is more important to you than it is for me. So you calling me out my name? Can I just officiate my game and go on by my business? But now here's where a league official can help. I think that every league should, and every commissioner should adopt a process of a league suspension or ejection or a league tech. So in the event that it's like, it ain't always on the official. The league commissioner, if he's in the building, should be able to say, hey man,
Poncho,
you are no good for my league, so I'm going to suspend you for 3 games because of that behavior. If that shit happens everywhere, niggas would be like, don't fuck with the officials.
I totally agree with you, right? But at the same time, the flip side of it though, like we talked about this earlier, would that be me looking over and taking away from my refs?
Right.
As far as like,
no, and that's,
y'all
and
should
that's,
check them first before
and that's,
I come
and that's,
in.
And that's
so my whole thing is,
right.
if my refs don't tech them, just me suspending them without getting a text, that's gonna be the offense. So man, I ain't even gonna tech for that shit.
Okay, well you want to get
no. This right. That's why I'm saying on the break, I tell you all the time, get them motherfuckers a check. I handle the shit later on.
Right.
Ejection over, but if you don't take care of that shit first, the first thing they're gonna say is, I ain't even gonna check for that shit.
But I think so
how you gonna suspend me?
But the design.
You know what I'm saying, so then it's like, oh, you just picking on me.
So
like,
cause and effect. Something has to happen.
So what I'm saying is, my thing is, I've never been the one to say a motherfucker work for me or you doing this for me.
Right.
No.
You work together.
It's your show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna oversee little other shit, but I can't change your call. The only reason why we had one incident one time, and I told Will, the Mo Creek incident. We talked about that. He gave Mo Creek a check. I just said it was unfair because you haven't been given checks out to me, and it comes from what you said. Get all the months before the game, your teams. Look, man, I'm gonna deal with some of y'all bullshit, but I ain't gonna deal with that disrespect shit. I'm giving you a check. Everybody know it. So what I'm saying now is you allow a motherfucker to say anything without a tech. So now the next game, motherfucker say, man, fuck you, woo. Tech.
Yep.
I mean, you ain't getting a tech last game. How the fuck you give me a then here I go, trying to handle that situation. And I go through the same shit. So what I'm saying is I trust the refs. Look, y'all do the teching.
Do what you gotta do.
And all that shit. Let me do the suspension.
Yeah.
Y'all do the teching. And I'm like, look, that nigga deserve to come back.
And even see, the one thing about official, if you give a tech, no official should give a tech with anger.
Right.
I should not give you a tech, and I when I give it to you, bang, and then I'm gritting on you because now it's personal. If I'm gonna get a tech, I just step off and I got to tech right now.
Tech on number 6.
And I just keep it moving.
I want to say this for everybody to see this from here on out. What me and Frank gonna do, and I'm gonna tell Frank, I'm calling him out before every game. From here on out through August, we're gonna pull the teams out. We're gonna talk to them, let them know. Look, we're gonna tolerate some stuff. If you disrespect, we're gonna get technical foul. From here on out.
Bottom line, I'm with that.
And if we eject you,
I'm with that.
I'm gonna go get Kurt. Kurt, no, I go get him for anything.
No, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Play on another team. He know how I am. I'm physically watched. He know that.
Get him up on the tech.
From here on out, and I'm glad you brought that up. That's how we gonna go from now on. Because some of the stuff they say out their mouth, he right. Because I have a high tolerance level, so I block a lot of this stuff out. A lot of stuff hit me and go the other way. I block it because I've been doing it for so long. You get to the point where you can block it out. Like, okay, he did say this and that. Yeah, okay, I know. I should have got him. In my mind, I should have got him. But I block it out because I did it so long. And I know what they're going to do. I already know what they're going to do. I know certain. It ain't everybody. It's only certain players that do that stupid stuff.
And to me, everything don't need to be addressed in front of the whole crowd, right? So, like, one thing, you know me, I never disperse my refs in front of people. Mm-hmm. But me and Wayne have conversations every day. And the same thing with the players. So, like, I try not to do that because then it becomes a mommy-daddy game of, well, you went on him, you ain't going on me, you did it. Mm-hmm. So I try to eliminate all that by let's have conversations offline because having them in public is just a spectacle. Because if we do all that extra shit in public and then you on the court next week, it was a spectacle. Yeah. So to me, those things can be handled as men in conversation outside of the people that just coming to watch. Because then all of a sudden now they feel personally vested in disciplinary action. Absolutely. You never see on TV the lead official coming to address the officials, or Adam Silver saying something to an official, but you better believe he's on the phone and stuff.
It's gonna be even when you look at people like I got a lot of respect, man, for Liston, Val, and Chick for the years that they put in down at the Goodman League. They've been through because at the end of the day, I've witnessed them dudes. Somebody throw a ball at a dude, somebody spit at a dude and hit it. Man, hey, look here, man. And for me, God Almighty, man, it would have been a difficult chore to have to go through that. But I understand it. But I ask not only the players, but the fans. Man, we do this thing because we want to give you a good time. Mm-hmm. We don't do this because they ain't, be honest, damn it, they ain't paying no whole bunch of fucking money to us. So stop that. We ain't getting rich. Ain't nobody buying the Benz off no punk ass $30 for a couple of motherfucking games, right? So stop with the bullshit, fans. don't keep going at refs, man, about everything. It ain't that damn serious for us.
And then,
you know, don't take out your aggression.
And appreciate the fact
us,
that
man.
you guys tolerate it. I'm telling you, when I went out last year to the Montgomery County Union, like them refs, look at them the wrong way.
Oh, you out of there.
They getting way more money than you guys getting.
Yeah.
Look at them the wrong way.
Now, but here's the other thing. Now, watch this. Especially when I do AAU games, I always tell the youngsters. Now I'm gonna travel down this road, not out of disrespect, but out of learn lessons for the youngsters. You all say stuff out your mouths during AAU games that are just totally crazy to grown men. Mm-hmm. You all are children, mm-hmm. and your parents are allowing it. The coaches are allowing it. What ends up happening is look at the officials around you in most of your AAU games and tournaments. They people that look just like you. You ain't gonna go nowhere else where the Anglo-Saxon is calling your game, or even go to the next level in the collegiate round and do that shit right there, because they had you on the first thing smoking up out of there. So at the end of the day, we try to tell you, we officiate our games up here. We want you to bring your skill sets and everything up here. Bring your attitude up here. Don't be out there with that nonsense, because the first time you call me out my name as a youngster or say something slick under the breath, you're going to get that tech real good on your ass. And then I'm going to go to coach. And here's the thing. Mr. Ref, what'd he say? Nigga, ask him what he said and tell him to act like it's Sunday and he love God. Tell you the truth. Because if you asking me what he said and I tell you, you going to ask him, he going to say, I ain't say that. He going to say, Mr. Ref, he said that. Right. I'm not having that conversation. Just ask him what he said, man. I'm not giving him text just because I don't like the kid. I don't know him to not like him. So we got to do a lot better. AAU coaches, please do a lot better. Your attitudes on that bench, if you, high school federation rules, you can't cuss. AAU, if you pull a kid to the side, I know you talking to him, I ain't trying to have rabbit ears, but if you say, what the fuck you doing? You know, all the parents right there, no matter kids watching, as soon as you get finished saying what the fuck you did, when you come in, they come on the court, right here, unsportsmanlike. What did you do that for? What'd I do?
No warning.
Warning to what? There's no warning. You just cussed it. You just cussed the kid out. Here's the reason why, Charlie Mo.
They know the rules.
But not only the rules, you just disrespected somebody's child. If my son is playing and you cussed at my son like that with malice intent, it ain't even about the game no more. We got a problem, man. I don't even cuss at my child. I'm gonna let you do it.
But you know,
I understand you trying to teach them, but it's a different way to do that.
Poncho, they are doing it today.
Shout out to Keith Stevens.
They're really cussing these kids out.
My cousin.
They're really cussing these kids out in the AAU match. Because the older they get, but they're really cussing these, and the parents don't say nothing.
Now, but you know what happened? Keith actually, he invited me over to do a little sit down with all his coaches. And I told all of them the same thing I'm saying here. I told them the same thing. I said, man, look here. Don't cuss at him. You know what you get more out of an official? If you sit back and you wait until he's ready to have a conversation like wait till you have a conversation. Wait. Doing a timeout or something like talk to you all day long, man, about it, but you can't interrupt my game. So I told them at that meeting, I said, man, look, all you got to do is don't cuss. Be patient. Go and sit your ass down. Because as officials, the coach that's sitting down is probably a good coach going to get a whole lot of respect from me. But the coach is just standing up, keep hollering and hollering and hollering. Man, eventually I get numb to it until you say the wrong thing out your mouth. Now I'm giving you one. So, you know, again, we human too, man. This officiating thing, for all y'all coaches, this book real. I advise every last one of you coaches to get this damn book and spend some time in it and read the rules. And you ain't got to get this one. You can get the little teeny thin one for high school basketball. Just read the rules. Yeah.
You got that, Will?
But let me say this way. Everybody should have it. You know, everybody should have it. I got the new version too. Everybody should have it, but I tell a lot of coaches to get it to do one thing. Just read the small stuff, and then you'll understand what's the travel, what's the carry, what's points of emphasis that's being called, and things of that nature.
But to expand on that, every year we have coaches classes, training. we have thousands of coaches, schools out here in this county. We may have 8 coaches in that
They come to the training.
Yeah. They come to the training. Yep. So now when the league starts, and this training is well before the league starts, it talks about all the points of emphasis, all the changes for that upcoming season. Mm-hmm. You got 8 coaches in there. Now when the season starts in December, you got a coach who did not attend to the class, is yelling at me, complaining about a call that's part of the new rule for this year. But you chose not to come to the class.
Not to come and understand what the fuck was going on.
And now you're mad at me. I'm offering all the coaches, please come to they free. Yeah. Come to the class.
Don't cost you nothing.
Don't cost you a thing. And those books are only $7.
Now here's the other thing. If you're really a great coach, see, the good coach is gonna read this shit. Right. The great coach is gonna purchase it and give them to their kids and their whole lessons on them. Because the kids need to know the rules too. The more informed they are, the least likely they are to create nonsense on the court, and then they understand the game. It pained me to see Kevin Garnett and them with the little girl. What's her name? Was it Candace Parker or somebody was on their little show? And they were talking about the travel, the post-school joint, the drop step. Yeah. And I'm sitting there talking about these grown-ass ball-playing dudes sitting there trying to tell that girl she traveling. She ain't traveling. It's not a travel. She's absolutely right on that drop step. It's not a travel. But they're saying, that's a travel, that's a travel. Oh, what y'all doing, man? But see, in the NBA, to you think it's a travel. It's not a travel. The pivot foot was established. They lifted up.
She showed it.
They shot all past the jump, but they shot the ball before the pivot came down. It looked awkward, but they are doing it absolutely correct.
But you know what?
The new thing is the spin move.
Everybody doing it right now.
That spin move.
Everybody doing that move in workouts, man.
Yeah, you know, but so now like the spin move. Guy coming real hard, and he turned, picked the ball up. He done already established his pivot on the left foot when he picked the ball up. Bop. Then he spin, he take 1 step, 2 step, lay it up. What happened? The second step meant that your pivot foot that was established hit that ground again. That's a travel. But because it happens so often, and it happens kind of fast, nobody calls it, right? Know who do that move better than anybody I've seen and do it legally? Shout out to Trey Kelly. Trey got that thing down packed where it's about 1 spin, 1 step, but it's spin, 1 step, and he did. Because he realized that the first step was off his pivot. Mean joke.
He got that motherfucker.
He got it down
packed. It's to his advantage because he already up.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the fact that he understands the legalities of the move and what it take to make that move legal, so that nobody calls it. So if an official calls it, it's like, shit, he know how to do it. So we just talking about that, man. But I don't know how long you'll go, but I just want to say this. Thank you all, man, for having us on this show. Because without this type of dialogue, without this type of forum, this platform means an awful lot to a lot of people. And we're probably reaching some people that would not normally never know some of the stuff that we are talking about. Even when y'all talk basketball with all the legends that come through here. A lot of people don't know who they are until you bring them. So this is a great forum, man, and I appreciate you all for giving us the opportunity to speak. We're going to work together. We're going to constantly work on our craft and push this thing. So fans and ball players, if you see us out, you got a question about something, we're here to answer the question. If you see us officiating your game, I'm just going to say it 100. All of us ain't suckers, man. We just decided to do something a little different with our lives and to help you all out. Don't be going at us like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't able to do that. But stay focused, because at the end of the day, man, all of us family, man, this joint. Every last one of us family. So,
that's why when we talked about it, that was a great, I think it was great for the people to see the shit, because most people that watch it is the people that actually playing or the people that go see motherfuckers play in these leagues. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great honor on our behalf to have y'all on to explain a lot of shit. You know, so we laugh and joke and have fun. But I think that for real, I think this is a stepping stone for these motherfuckers that's hooping to understand y'all point of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop the bitching and crying about a call or a no call. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate y'all for taking y'all time and coming on. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was great. You know what I'm saying? Great communication, great knowledge that y'all done kick to us and how y'all be feeling about certain games and certain the way y'all get together. That was great for us because we all about this want to see people do what we do. It ain't all about just having a nigga that play basketball. Let's talk about explaining the rules of basketball.
But y'all
and taking y'all time to even come on this mother and explain it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. So we definitely appreciate that. So we always close out, have somebody close out, but I want to ask around the board one more question before we close out. Just growing up playing ball, seeing referees, I just want to ask everybody y'all favorite referee in the area. I'm gonna start off with mine. Shout out to my man, Mr. Tyler.
Mr. Tyler, good.
One thing I know with Mr. Tyler, he gonna talk to you while you playing. You know what I'm saying?
No, Kurt, that ain't right. No, you travel, Kurt. I ain't letting you get away with that one.
He real slick with his calls and all that, but
I just had you.
He kept the game going and just had you having fun.
All right.
I ain't seen nobody just cuss him out blatantly because he knew everybody for one. Yeah. He was well respected and he explained certain shit. You could talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I grew up off of Mr. Tyler on just him coaching against me and reffing. You know what I'm saying? He put a lot of motherfucking like knowledge in my head about the game itself. You know what I'm saying? On and off the court. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Great dude right there to me. You know what I'm saying? Growing up as a referee. We can go Charlie Mode and we go Rick, Coco, Will, and Poncho. Your favorite ref growing up?
Favorite ref, man. Love to hate cheese, man. Love to
you might be the only
cheese.
motherfucker say that. Hate cheese.
Love to hate cheese, man, and Lou Grillo.
That's it.
Lou Grillo straight out of Curl. Out of Curl. Yeah.
He's a wizard.
Archbishop Curl. Yeah. Put that on the map.
Hey, Rick, you a rep though. You know what I'm saying? I know you got some rep you seen.
Grillo went from high school, college,
to the league.
NBA.
I know exactly what you're about.
So I got to do the GOAT. I think he's one of the GOATs of it. And especially Cheese, man. Cheese came a long way with this.
How about you, Rick?
I got a few that I respect. You know, since I've been doing it here. You know, Greg Goins, Robert Alston, Tony Meeks, Rosary. Those are some of the fellas that showed me, you know, where I'm at today. Yeah. And I got a lot of respect for them. So those some of the good ones out there.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You, Coco, jump shot.
Referees, be honest, when I played, like you said earlier, referees are part of the game.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to them.
You just hoop.
My job was to put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah. That's right.
Like you said, Tyler. I remember Mr. Tyler. He did our high school games, but referees, I can't even tell you what referees from this area when I was playing. Because that wasn't where my attention was. Right. I was just hooping. Having fun.
That's a great point.
Basketball, you want football?
No, just in referee.
Mine's Black Wayne is one of my best officials, one of your guys that you deal with. Great football official, told me everything I know in football. Basketball.
He must got you on the payroll, man.
For me? Yeah. I'm a referee
got you on the payroll.
Different level. But Rick, Rosie, Tito, Poncho, some other guys out there can't remember the name. I got a lot of people that helped me through high school and college. But my main official really is Black Wayne. Wayne's good, man.
Yeah,
that terminology, the book. Man's good.
What school he go to?
Curl.
Yeah.
But I ain't talking about school.
I ask you a question.
I'm serious, man. The man the way yet, man. The man the way
always that way.
Wayne knows stuff.
Well, let me just do it this way. I'm gonna get honor to Mr. Old Midnight. May Allah rest.
Oh, my bad, Mr. Lancaster, my man.
My man Lancaster. That's what I was gonna say.
Lancaster. That was my motherfucking
Lancaster was the official of all officials, basketball, football, baseball, whatever it was. He had. He was the official that had all the equipment and brought it with him. But not only that, he was the official that started off when he made the traveling call. It was a bop, and it was a.
He walking all the way down that motherfucker.
He gave you the whole show, and everybody loved it. So my thing is Lancaster. But I also gotta go with, and some people may not like this, but this guy is phenomenal to me. Sean Conley is one hell of a basketball official.
My bad, Sean.
Sean knows the rules inside and out. Sean has excellent mechanics. Which one thing Sean will tell you, say, look here, I wasn't no basketball player. I didn't do as good as you, but I know this right here. And maybe I don't know this, but I do know this right here. And so I tell any coach or any man, if you can get Sean's ear for about 10 or 15 minutes, you can ask him anything about this book, man.
Yeah.
And
Sean
he can tell
bad
you about what's going on.
Sean bad motherfucker.
He's mean with it, you know.
Sean was repping that Herbo when that shit was thick back in the day. He knew.
And he was young and he was carrying his own. But there were a lot of good. I would tell you, I used to like White Mike. They used to fish there. A lot of people didn't like, but White Mike, I used to like his game because mechanically he was sound. And for a dude,
we call him NBA Mike.
We call him NBA Mike. NBA Mike. But because everything that he did was he was sound with his stuff. A lot of people didn't like him, but he was in the book. So a lot of calls he was making was based off of this, you thinking that. But I still got to go with my other people though. Man, that damn chick, man. No, I'm just talking about, when you talking about, there's a difference in best officials and just officials for doing what they do. Because it's a tough job.
I'm going Valentine over chick, though.
That's a bunch of bullshit. You can get that down. Don't disrespect.
I'm going Valentine over chick.
There's no disrespect.
All
Val, this is Val right here. Hey, man. Hey, two, man. Like, damn, man, what's the call, Val? Hey, charge, man, 2.
Chick some shit, though.
Bro, listen, you ain't gonna talk about chick. Like, he went to Mackin, man.
I'm cool with that. I went to
Now you went to Mackin. Okay, now you went to Mackin, then you left.
Yeah, when I left, he was some shit.
No, but we just but for real, I like all officials, man, because I think it's a tough job to do. And so again, shout out to all the officials, man, that's out there that's doing their thing.
Yeah, man.
That's respect, man. That's respect, man. Let my man Coco closes out, man. Jump shooter, man. We gonna ask you one thing real quick, and we can get out of here, man. We got you in that referee business, man. Being such a great basketball player that you still are.
Just wanted to get back in the game somehow. Once I finished, ain't no contracts coming, ain't no going over this. I said I want to get involved.
Right.
I was already coaching.
Still love the game.
You know what I mean? I was still coaching up Duval, but I was like, I want to be more in tune, see, watch. So George Coleman. Shout out to George Coleman.
Oh, George Coleman.
George Coleman is the
first person I basketball.
First person I got me the ref was George. Basketball. Yeah. So shout out to George. He got me started years ago. About 15 years ago.
All of us started.
About 15 years ago. Yeah.
But George always gave games to his brother Lonnie. Hey man, George he gave game to Lonnie. Lonnie referee with 30 rubber bands on his arm, man. Every time a jump ball, he take one rubber band off and put it on.
He do that.
That's why he fucked up braids.
Yeah.
Fucked up braids.
Lonnie and Simeon,
man. But them was some football playing motherfuckers. All that other shit, they play that football. But you know what? But you know what? See, Kobe can go to the next level because the reason why I wouldn't go to the next level because I'm not clean shaven. I'm not gonna do their Marv Rashad, to go to the next level. And they really want you. All this gonna come up off you to go to that next level. Well, man, look here. I ain't doing all that. It ain't that damn important to me unless they start talking about some real money. If you start talking about some real, hey, at the end of the day, I may do that shit if I retire. Right. When I retire, then I can probably try.
So now I see what's George. That's why George shaved his stash.
Who?
Referee George.
Yeah, that's why he Division One.
Yeah, with the curl.
With the curl.
Big name?
Yeah.
He's efficient.
George Division One. He was in the D League.
You better leave him alone for you.
Hey, you can't do what you referee without shouting out Simeon.
Oh, Simeon,
Simeon kept more than the leader, man. He the only ref I know, man, that'll cuss a dude out, man, and you like it. You know what I'm saying? You keep playing, you know, put stop that bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
They just stop playing. Come on, you know what motherfucking game is. Sit the fuck down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And you don't sit down and you play. Oh yeah, I told Polo. Yeah.
Big shout out to Polo.
Al Tyler's son. Polo.
Oh, shout out to Polo. Yeah, Polo.
Yeah,
Polo, you some shit,
man.
Polo.
No, you're not. No, you're not, Polo. You got our game tomorrow.
Funny as ever, man.
Oh, easy.
Polo got our game tomorrow. Big shout out to Polo.
Shout out to my man Lewis. Got to give my man Lewis a shout out.
Lose up to the day.
Big Mark.
Lewis was the coolest, Joe.
Yeah, he gotta get on.
Big Mark, one of the best.
wanted to go to
Big Mark went to the next level.
Listen, y'all got to listen though.
I said listen earlier. Yeah, listen, cause everybody out.
A lot of basketball.
Post-traumatic stress disorder and all that on listening. That's the main abstract though. That's my man though. Listen told me to do, listen say, man, you know when I come and do some volleyball. I say volleyball, he said, yeah, man, you get paid just to sit there and stand there. Listen, know I get that money. Yeah.
Hey, my man Kevin May. I can't forget Kevin May.
Kevin May, yeah.
East Capitol Street, Kevin May. The only dude I know, man, the East Capitol Street League.
Oh, he was going.
And by himself, he's a
scorekeeper on the mic.
He's scorekeeper on the mic and he rep the game. I said, I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
Shout out to referee Phil.
My motherfucker man.
You know Phil?
Oh, hell yeah.
My motherfucking man, Joe. We gonna close out, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Poncho, Will, Carl, J-Ball, Rick. Great show tonight, though, man. For real, man. That was. Appreciate y'all showing up, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing the cut, man.
That was a big show, baby.
This is doing the cut, man. That was real good. So all y'all motherfuckers know right now, y'all ain't getting no calls. That's how we ended.
And if I do a game down there, man, look here. I'm gonna do this.